Yo, where's the sound? Why is there no sound? Oh, this already started great. Ah, there we go. Hold on. I found it. Turn off the Bluetooth. Yes, disconnect. There you go. Should be perfect now.
I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't eat shit out of my fucking ass. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my balls. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. Take your fucking ass and eat it. Eat it. Kiwi Farms. I want to mail you a spoon on a daily fucking basis. Phil's a racist, Phil's a sexist, Phil's this, Phil's that. I am who I am. I am fucking based. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my balls. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing a meme. That child is a cringe. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Eat it. You piece of shit. Eat it. Shut the fuck up. I am who I am. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it.
All right, everybody, starting soon. Big ups, Mr. Extravagant for 26 months, dude. I'm about to sneeze. Wait for it. Oh, I couldn't. It's your fault. The troll's fault.
I'm a strong believer that toilets are not meant to be pissed in. Whenever I have a bottle laying around, aim the slit right in the hole, and I get to urinate with no splashing.
They try to single me, they my specialty. I don't use the toilet, babe. I piss some yelling like they be like, no, why you using in a bottle? It's more sanitary, so I piss in a bottle. Piss in a bottle. Piss in a bottle. It's more sanitary, so I piss in a bottle. I don't use the toilet, babe. They my specialty.
You're milking a human.
They be like, no, why you pissing in a bottle? Why you pissing in a bottle? They be like, no, why you pissing in a bottle? Pissing in a bottle. They try to single me, they my specialty. I don't use the toilet, babe.
Talking all that bullshit.
They be like, no, why you pissing in a bottle? It's more sanitary, so I piss in a bottle. Piss in a bottle. Piss in a bottle. It's more sanitary, so I piss in a bottle. They try to single me, they my specialty.
Motherfucker!
I piss in a bottle.
All right, let's get one more song or two more songs. Let's get one more song first, and then maybe we'll get two more songs.
I'm tired of this fat fuck popping up in all my fucking search engines when I'm looking for a fucking workout video. I don't give a fuck about the aftermath from any of you boogie fans that feel sorry for this greasy fuck.
Fool?
Cheese drinking, ass smelling, crystal bathing, lard gargling, calorie eating, blob, McDonald's gorging, wine low, hungry hippo, youngazuna, whale / free willy, you fat fucking disgusting fuck. a bully? Well, guess what? I'm not. I just don't feel sorry for fat fucking people, especially fat fucks who sit there all day, gorge and eat, and make money for doing absolutely nothing.
Suck a dog off.
Talk about my wife. Please. Get that ass
Piece
in.
of shit! She's drinking, ass smelling, Crisco bathing, lard gargling, calorie eating, blob. She's drinking, ass smelling, Crisco bathing, lard gargling, calorie eating, blob.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the chocolate.
Let's get this started, brother. It's the official licensed formal.
Big ups MEERKAAT.
Yes. Thank you, Zitro, for the $2, dude, and Mr. Extravagant before that. Let me do my intro first. I'm gonna give you shout outs, play the TTS, all that stuff. Welcome to the officially licensed, trademark, copyright protected, Digital Millennium Copyright Act compliant, a stream where we make fun of Dark Side Phil. Yes, this is it. Is the Swaycast 91, and today we're going to talk about a couple things that happened in the last couple days, including DSP being gone and then coming back and then losing his mind, and then losing his mind again several times over. Which clips we're going to look at today. I have some bookmarks on Twitter from the Super Mario experience that he offered yesterday. As always, it's a complete nightmare. It's absolutely despicable, pathetic gameplay. It's terrible shit. We're going to go through them in a little bit. Let's first talk about Phil being gone. So a couple of days ago, actually, must be like over a week by now, DSP left a tweet saying that due to unforeseen circumstances, circumcisions, and all kinds of stuff like that, he wouldn't be able to stream, and he doesn't even know how long he's not going to be streaming for. So people talked about this for like 5 days straight, because he didn't show up. He was nowhere to be found. He didn't exist, and then he came back. So he came back like, what, 5 days later. And the first like 10 minutes of him coming back, he was pretending to be like really high energy and excited and very fun and personable. And then he started talking about trolls, and it all just evaporated and was gone. What I suspect happened, I will assume that you're kind of sort of in the loop of the whole thing about him being gone and what people speculated. Officially, there is no official statement from the United States of Phil Bureau of Propaganda. We don't really know why he was gone yet, but many people suspecting that he was in Connecticut. I think me included, I would say so. I don't know exactly what happened, but I can tell you I'm pretty sure he is very, very rattled. He's very disturbed. Something happened that I guess to him is causing him a lot of anxiety and nervousness. So he kind of decided to pretend that it's not like that by threatening to sue the trolls. Yes, he is threatening to sue the trolls, all of them, I guess, because he got somebody to make a list of everything that the trolls are uploading every day. Yes, allegedly. And eventually, I think he's gonna... What I think will happen is he's just gonna start claiming stuff, which only claims the ad revenue as far as I know. So people are just gonna turn off the ads out of spite and pettiness. What he claims is gonna happen is that he's gonna make a list about all the people who do transformative shit, and then vibe check if that shit is transformative, and then sue them, which is not gonna happen, obviously. So yeah. And I see this as kind of like a preemptive warning that he's going to start claiming people or copyright striking people. But the problem is that this is how you make people fuck with you. And people will definitely fuck with him completely out of spite if he starts DMCAing people or copyright claiming people or just going out of his way to try and deplatform his trolls. regardless of whether it is transformative or not, he's going to end up eating shit. And it's going to cause a lot more damage to him and his business and his family than it's going to damage anybody else involved. So let's start first with the daily wrap from yesterday to see a general idea of what he's been doing. And then we're going to progress and move on to some crash outs, some spurg outs, some weird stuff, and some Twitter clips.
Here and welcome to the daily wrap for what was Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025. It was a good streaming day. There was a good variety of content. Let's talk all about it. First, there was no level 1 podcast today. Why? Because today, number one, I wanted to get extra gameplay in of GTA 4 with mods on PC. We had only played it twice up to now, and we had great momentum with this game. Then I had to take a week off. So because of that, I wanted to kind of get people back into it. I figured doing an extra long gameplay session of it would do that, and it kind of did. So that was number one. But number two, today, we were only one support goal away from qualifying for DSP Tries It. Super shit.
This shit, by the way, is like brutally trash, I have to say. Like his new rewards for the weird DSP Tries It that he does, they're not even weird DSP Tries It. They're just like perfectly like whatever DSP Tries It. It's just like a worn out gimmick. It's some shit that is not relevant anymore. People don't really care about watching him eat food. But then again, they give him money constantly to watch him eat food. So I figured, yeah, I guess. Yeah, well, I guess they do care. Whoa. But I think it's another one of those things where if he beats you over the head with it, eventually he's going to get enough money to do the thing, just out of being obnoxious as fuck.
I said, huh? Yeah.
I think actually, the reality is pretty sad for him. And I think the reality is that people genuinely, I mean, when I say people, I mean his fans, which is kind of generous calling him people, but they genuinely don't really give a fuck about what he does and don't really care that much about him. And they just give him money out of, I guess, feeling bad for him, like sympathy, and maybe he's just a little bit too annoying, or like trying to power trip over him and control what he does. I don't really think they actually give a fuck or are very invested in what he does. And he knows, I think deep down he knows that the only people that care about the content he does is the trolls, so they can laugh at it and make fun of how trash it is. Which is pretty sad if this is like you're a content creator and this is the state of what you do.
Which is a brand new restaurant that opened near me that does chicken sandwiches, tenders, fries, fried pickles, and variations on frozen custard. So, being that DSP Tries It was likely going to be today, I said, why not do 2 for 1? Don't do the podcast today. Instead, we'll do extra gameplay of GTA, and if we qualify for DSP Tries It, we'll order it so we can have it by the end of the stream. It worked out perfectly. First off, GTA 4 with mods, now third stream, is going well. Every time I play this game, we get extra engagement, extra viewership, and honestly, really extra support too.
Really?
The game did
really. I still refuse. I refuse to believe that some people just are not gonna watch him if he doesn't play a game that they dislike. I just genuinely don't get it. Because if there's like a content creator that I like, I'm just gonna watch their videos if I have enough time and I don't care about like doing something else. I'll just watch their videos on a different topic as well. And this guy just plays fucking video games. So what difference does it make if you're watching him play Mario Kart or if you're watching him play GTA 4? It's technically like the same shit. The game is just background noise, really.
Baller alert.
Phil is the Jim Jones of gaming. He's an old YN.
The Jim Jones of gaming. Well, Jim Jones has some body of work that people appreciate and enjoy.
To put a curse on you.
Look, if you didn't threaten me, I would have told you what my plans are for this week. But now I won't. You see, I won't because you threatened me. And I'm a victim of online threats. So I'm not going to tell you what my plan for this week is. Or if it's related to streaming more. It might be something completely different. So big ups Mandingo Ultra and Young Tuberculosis, dude. And Mr. Extravagant said earlier. What did he say?
Big ups, comrade.
Hey, big ups, 2 cats, 1 roach. What's going on, dude? But hypothetically, if I was to stream more, it's gonna be this hour. It's gonna be around this time. So Mr. Extravagant said earlier, big ups, Meerkat. When does Summer of Too Much Meerkat start? I don't know. Maybe the way that my schedule with like online shit is working out, probably sometimes in the winter. The winter is where the Summer of Meerkat's gonna start.
We do.
We're gonna have
All of the bad.
summer vacation around Christmas.
We actually hung out with little Jacob.
Do you think he's been watching this Ethan Klein stuff and his narcissism is turning him into big balls, Phil? Now he is huffing and puffing the copium and it'll turn into a nothing burger?
I think personally, the big balls Phil is a cope and a deflection. Big balls Phil is him being in denial that the trolls run his life, essentially. Because when he came back from his absence, there is nothing more the DSP loves than to bitch about something bad that happens to him on the internet, so he can be a victim, he can get a bunch of sympathy money. But the problem this time is that the whole comeback was about how he couldn't tell you this because of the trolls. And then he twisted it into trying to say that they have no power over him, even though he just admitted that they do. So,
Why is he eating alone in a room and not with Kate?
because the room is too small for both of them. I'm not even joking. This is like actually it. I don't think he can fit Cat in his current setup. He'll need to do like renovations. He needs to spend like a week moving stuff. I'm not even joking. It's just how bad his setup is. Big ups, Lucky Limes.
And he proved to be a pool shark. We maxed out his relationship, which means now he will deliver weapons.
Oh, by the way, he does this new thing now because YouTube introduced like a chat leaderboard based on which people are most active in the chat, and he is doing this gimmick, and it's so fucking annoying, where every once in a while it's like a completely separate leaderboard, and he gives shout outs to people that are typing in his chat and like super chatting him and stuff. It's very annoying. There's so many unnecessary things that have been added to his stream that serve absolutely zero purpose, including this, by the way. The currency conversion thing, I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. Absolutely the worst, the most Star of David thing that he has done in a long time is having somebody send him like 2 cats, 1 roach did earlier. You send me like $2.99 Australian dollars. And this dude, so he looks at this, he converts it, and then he makes a comment on whether or not the currency has gone up or down in value. Because somebody sent him like, I think, I don't know, it was like a Canadian dollar the other day. And he converted it and was like, oh yeah, I can see the Canadian dollar has fallen a little bit. Bleh. And this shit wastes so much time because you got to do this with everything. He does this with a tip. He does this with a super chat. It's so fucking annoying. It wastes so much time. It's insane. But obviously, the absolute state of Darkside Phil in 2025, he doesn't care about this. Doesn't care about pacing. He cares about dealing with the narcissistic injury that he has accumulated for the last 17 years, coping, seething, and getting money. That's literally what all the whole stream is about. It's a therapy session that he gets paid for.
Happens to us at a discount, no matter where we are. Excellent. Then we did major story missions for Faustin, basically being his assassin, going around killing people.
Yeah, this is getting skipped.
Sandwich, excuse me, a blackened chicken sandwich. Excuse me for getting them confused because it wasn't really.
Oh no, how dare you confuse the sandwiches, Darkside Phil.
Barbecue chicken sandwich, fried pickles, and a mint Oreo frozen custard shake. So all of those, DSP Tries It, are available right now over on DSP Reacts. I hope you'll give it a look. It actually was quite an entertaining episode because, without spoiling, some of it was absolutely great, and some of it was really bad. It was bizarre that some of the items on the menu seemed so good.
Yeah, man, this is not engaging. Like you can try and present this as something exciting and dynamic, but it isn't. And the more you try and convince me that it is, the more it makes it seem like you think that I'm a 220 and I'm gonna fall for this shit.
Complete and utter ripoff. Anyway, you can check that out over on DSP Reacts.
Big ups my face for 31 months, dude,
Right now,
of being a licensed member on this channel.
so give it a look. Then
Oh, he's so cute when he thinks that he's gonna sue people. He's so cute. If he wasn't such a despicable descriptive, I would find him to be endearing when he talks about taking people to court and shit. Like, who is he gonna take to court? Like, come on, bro.
after that,
There's like 10,000,005 reasons why this is not viable, and it's never ever going to happen.
uploaded everything, and I got ready for a Mario Kart World. As you remember, we're playing Mario Kart World once a week at night, doing the Knockout Tour multiplayer mode. I can't speak, I have marbles in my mouth.
Okay, let's go through this real quick.
This time slot works for me, a upstyled employee.
Yeah, I know. Some people are gonna really like it because they're at work right now, and some people are really not gonna like it because they're sleeping right now. But you can't please them both, dude. So first, he was trolled in Super Mario Kart. As you can see here, we have a user called DSP Dead Mom. We have another one called Linda Dead, all caps, just to make sure. And here he got defeated by a guy who is called Triple P1. Very special. There was also, here's the Linda Dead one. That's pretty chill. And I think those are it. I think there were a couple more, but I didn't bookmark them, so it does really matter. But here is a 40-second clip of what you can expect from this awesome gameplay.
Nothing I could do. Literally nothing I could do. This non-stop nonsense. I get to first place, and an item that's not there hits me, and I'm in 7th. It's just crappy. You can see the connection was bad. You can tell the matches where the connection is awful and it's not. And if you guys aren't aware, this game's player base has fallen off monstrously in the month and a half.
Yeah, we're trying to insinuate that he is bad because the game is bad. And no, everyone realized the game is bad.
Almost no one plays this anymore.
How do you know?
People are collectively saying this is the worst Mario Kart ever made.
Who are those people collectively saying it? You don't engage in any community, Phil. Where did you see that?
And basically because of that, when you try to play it, it's very hard to get good matches now. The game, again, it looks like it's smooth, but it's legit not. It's legitimately lagging constantly, and you can't tell
what
design the game.
What? It's lagging, but it has lag that you don't get to see, but you sense it because DSP is like the lag whisperer. He knows where it exists, even if the untrained eye can't see it. Of course, naturally.
Multiplayer mode exclusively. Why? Because the game has no content. We've been playing this game since the beginning of June when it came out. We beat all the content within the first day. So really the only thing to do is knockout mode because you get to play a bunch of tracks and it's challenging. It's long, extended tracks to see if you can keep qualifying. The standard online is awful. The battle mode's awful. Only thing worth playing is knockout mode. Problem now is that this game's a month and a half old. Almost the entire player base has fallen off.
Does he think that because he's playing against Linda Dead and Triple P1? Is that so?
When we're playing, I keep racing the exact same people. Trolls are very easily getting into my lobbies.
Yeah, that's super easy because they just start looking for a lobby the same time that you do. And it, like, yeah, of course.
No player base.
Yeah, there's no players. That is it. I'm right. That's why he thinks all the players have fallen off because the same people find a way to match with him and troll him.
So every time I play, there's bots in the lobby and stuff. A month and a half into a new Mario Kart, everyone quit the game already. That's pretty pathetic, isn't it? I mean, I said this game was bare bones and Nintendo really screwed people over by ripping them off like they did. And people have just said,
you know what? This fucking guy calls his detractors parasites for making videos about him. But he's the same thing. He's the same thing with video games. He plays the game and then it's like, oh my god, this game is fucking, it sucks. It's the developer's fault. They didn't make it better so I can make more money out of it. Because I haven't seen a detractor say, damn, Phil, you've been fucking pretty boring. My views are down. Or I can't make money off of Phil because he's boring.
Screw it.
But he does that same shit. Oh my god, man. Nintendo made it's a really bad fucking Mario Kart. I don't know, like my views are down. Like people aren't showing up for support.
So here's the thing. Tonight, for $10
and that's his whole living. Like it's actually fucking projection. All the shit he says about detractors is actually projection. It's pretty insane.
People were picking characters. We had, let's see, Yoshi, Dry Bones, Bowser Jr., the cow, the snowman, and I think another. I think we had like 6 different characters selected tonight.
Yeah, this is getting skipped.
Disappointed, all right, because this game should be good. We all waited a decade for a new Mario Kart, replaying the same one literally twice on 2 different consoles because they wouldn't make a new one. They finally make a new one, and it's just not good. It's all based on
You are
luck.
like
It's
a
based on-
legendary that comes out of nowhere and we need to capture you, and you are like the opposite of a flat tire. It's never a good time to have a flat tire, however that's always a good time to get a meerkat. Also,
Thank you.
P didn't get black and Cat did.
Thank you. Very generous, Yosef. Very generous compliments. I appreciate that, dude. I'm gonna try and be around more often, but I say this literally every time and then I lie. So I'm gonna try not lying this time.
Hoarding, being a good driver.
Yeah, it's everybody else's fault. He just trashed at the game. You saw the clips. You seen him play it. He's just trash, and he's coping, and he's dealing with his injured ego. His ego is hurt because he's bad at video games for children. Actual video games intended for a family audience, for like grown-ups and children.
I really realized.
And now we need to listen to 5 minutes of him explaining why it's actually he is good. He's as good as always, which is like elite gaming level, but the games are just bad.
Golden Mushroom, the best, where I was really just booking it around corners and going from like last place to first place almost every time I had one. But in reality, it's not about skill. It's about getting lucky and at the end just getting the right items, and that's bullshit. That's actually really sad. That's what some people are doing. It's called bagging. What you do is you purposefully every time go to the end of the pack, grab the best item.
He's bagging.
Everyone qualify. Then immediately drop back again, get the 2 best items, wait, again, use them at the end, qualify.
Okay, why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? Why don't you qualify, bro?
Garbage.
Instead of crying.
That's apparently how people use it or play it, because it's not about racing anymore. It's just garbage. So it's frustrating when I'm driving well. I'll give you an example. I'm in first place for a very long time. Red Shell comes by. I use the speaker.
Yeah, okay, now we got literal retellings of gameplay. No. This is too schizophrenic. But this is a good pause. Maybe you can screenshot this. Maybe this is going to be useful. I'm going to take a screen cap of it.
Actually, a lot of people were impressed that I did so well tonight.
Oh, yeah, they were impressed. Are you trying to impress Dense DSB? Is this actually what you're trying to do? Impress a bunch of descriptives?
Getting so many top placements and ranking up so many.
Come on, man. Yeah, people were impressed by his gameplay of Mario Kart. He should be in the news.
So I was full of rage. We did it. We did well. So Mario Kart lives another week. We did hit the goal. And
how does he still not understand it's a party game?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. And like also taking it super seriously like that, which is it's fucking mad. Mad to take Mario Kart so seriously, because then you just look like a man-child.
It will be next week again.
Like, even if he is right, even if the game is broken and it lags in invisible ways and the player base has dropped, it's a 40-something-year-old man complaining about Mario Kart. It's a bad look for him, but nothing is ever a good look for him. It's Dark Side Phil, literally. People are used to getting bad looks for him. And when something happens that is a good look for him, they get suspicious and they're like, okay, so what's the deal with this? This is stinky.
Okay.
So big ups J-Dog for the 20 knocks, which actually is $1.98. Just so you know, dude.
Right. And so, an overall great streaming day, hitting multiple goals. DSP tries it, tons of fun. Tomorrow, what are we up to on Wednesday? Well, there will be a Level 1 podcast covering 2 major topics. Topic number 1.
What are we going to do?
2 out of 70 goals hit. We got
Yeah. What are we going to do when I get money?
Figure out what the next DSP tries is.
And what is the second topic is going to be, what are we going to do when I don't have a game to play? Big ups to Putty for 26 months. I don't know if I gave you a shout out, but just in case.
And people have some interesting ideas. Some people had some interesting...
Like what?
Like liquor.
Oh, yeah. It's the same shit. It's DSP tries it.
Tasting salsas or
yeah,
things
tasting salsas.
like that. But otherwise, people had some interesting ideas regarding new... I guess Burger King has a new Whopper that has brisket on it. I think people were saying there's something...
I thought he was never going to eat at Burger King again.
People are like, you know, some of the stuff you did last fall was pretty interesting. Why don't you go back and revisit some of those locations that people really enjoyed, but try different things? One person said, what about Katsu Burger? Do you guys remember that? That was the one where they fry in the...
I don't know, man. Not, like, none of this content is supposed to be memorable. Like, a guy eating a burger and then telling you what he thinks about it is not supposed to leave an impression on you. Unless you're watching, like, a review bra video or a Joey World Tour, that Nutella thing. Now, this is memorable content. Let me show you. The Nutella challenge. Like that, this is memorable content. And DSP tries it as not, because it's just a guy eating a burger and then be like, whoa, this tastes like a burger. But it would be nice if it was more burgery. And then he's like, whoa, do you remember the burger that I ate like 12 months ago? It was good.
Technique. Different kinds of burgers, patties. So it was like chicken, pork, beef. And they have all different...
And I love the way that he's upselling it and talking about this like it's some prestige, like Michelin star restaurant. When in reality, most of those places just throw some fucking pre-made bun into a microwave and then serve it to this guy. And he's like, oh my God, it's gourmet. Oh my God, is this real Wagyu beef? Whoa.
Different ones. Like,
come on, bro.
Different ones with different toppings. Sounds interesting. We tried it. We liked it. But there's many more things to try there. So maybe go back to Katsu Burger, right? So tomorrow we will explore...
So many possibilities. Whoa.
Also, tonight, the Sagat trailer, the gameplay trailer for Street Fighter 6 released. I didn't see it. So maybe we'll live watch and react to that tomorrow morning. And I'll see what I think about Sagat and Street Fighter 6, and I'll let you know live, all right? Then it's going to be more Death Stranding 2. We have...
And this is just, yeah... this is just a schedule segment. It looks like all his teeth fell off. I don't know why. It looks like weird. I think it might be just his lips looking weird because of drinking so much. I mean, in general, like there isn't a pixel on the screen on his face that I can't pick apart and tell you why it looks weird or bad.
City. We went north and built this factory with a monorail. We went back with those resources, and I think we were about to just head out again. I think now we actually have a big vehicle we built, right? Our own big vehicle. We customized it with batteries and everything. So,
oh my God, is he this? Has he made this little progress into the game? Oh, okay, so he's ahead of me.
The DSP week off was for Kart's casting in Free Willy 2.
Okay. I'm not going to ask for the source of this information because it's probably a private inside source. So I'm just going to take it as fact and I'm going to go with it and tell everybody I know about it. Big ups Brotherhood of Steel, man, dude. For the $5 American, which when you convert it to American dollars, it's $5 American.
Stand something.
So let's see this. This was some begging. Let's watch some begging because you guys love begging.
It's gone for a week, unscheduled, not expected, and obviously there were no streams, no revenue, no income. Now, I'm not destitute or anything like that. I'm making this clear.
Because his parents gave him money, 100%. 100%, well, for me, he was in Connecticut and his parents gave him money to compensate him for being gone. Because this guy has no savings. 1 week without streaming would have actually bankrupted this guy. So he's got either a line of credit or his parents just straight up gave him money.
I'm pretty much to the point where, yeah, I'm financially destitute. It sucks. So it is what it is. But I'm going to be getting paid this week soon. I think it's like Thursdays that I get paid by Kick. And anything that I make tonight and tomorrow's first stream counts towards that payment and would help me a lot because I'm missing a whole week of income. So if you're on Kick tonight and you're going to contribute, please, subs tonight. Subs tonight would help me a lot. All right, it would. So if you can, yes, please do. Let's hit these goals. Let's get some subs. Let's get it going. Nope.
This, yeah, the entertainer begging is bad. I prefer the sympathy begging, because then it's like he's degrading himself. But with the entertainer begging is just like being like a circus, whatever those guys are at the circus that yell a bunch of stuff.
I've almost been playing an hour. Dude, every time I play this game, I swear it feels like I just started. It does not feel like I've been streaming for an hour, man. It feels like I've been...
Because you do nothing, bro.
Well, crap.
Like, actually nothing happens in his gameplay of Minecraft, which I'm fucking shocked and mind blown by. Because it's super easy. Like, Minecraft is an easy game. All you have to do is have some curiosity to explore or create something interesting. And he just doesn't.
Thanks for chilling with me here as I work on my treehouse. Please support the
He plays it like a guy who was sentenced to like community service, and his community service is to play Minecraft. He's got absolutely no desire or passion or interest in playing that game.
We are more than a third of the way to the goal for the night, but...
Yeah, Carnival Barker, that's what I meant. Big ups Infinite Beak.
Okay.
And other people in chat that said it.
It was only $2. We only have like 2 or 3 subs on Kick. Basically, we can do a lot better. We get some momentum rolling. No one tonight has named anything. Remember, for $20, you can name something in Minecraft. Also, keep in mind,
you can name something. Now it's not even like you can name an animal or a structure, or you can tell me what to build. You can name something, like whatever the fuck. Just give me the money first, and then tell me whatever the fuck you want.
If I keep getting support for Minecraft, then
He's so desperate.
But if it dies out and it starts to get really slow on these streams, then I'm probably not going to play it anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, money talks. Money.
What do I do?
Talks. You know what I mean? Like, I'm enjoying my time in Minecraft and chilling with you, but right now, my time's very valuable because people want me to play a whole bunch of stuff all at once, okay? So, if you want to see Minecraft continue, please support it tonight, and let's get to go and let's hit this goal, all right?
Every time Phil says that he needs money, he's scamming you.
Right now, who is the top fan on YouTube?
Yeah, this is the new thing I was talking about. Because as you can see, there's a new leaderboard, and Nightbot is in top 5. Imagine what a great chat he has, where the Nightbot is in top 5.
Maru, remember,
What a quick chat.
he did that super chat at the very beginning of the stream, and really, no one else has really super chatted. So Topomaru's been on top the entire time. Gonna take a brief break to stretch my legs and use the restroom. But guys, please support the stream tonight. What are we?
Please. Oh, this please was pretty humiliating.
Gonna take a brief break to stretch my legs and use the restroom. But guys, please support the stream tonight. What are we even at? I'm not even paying attention.
I'm not even paying attention though.
We're only at 53, guys. We're at $53 of support. We only have an hour left on the stream. We have 2 goals left for DSP Tries It Super Chicks. We gotta hit the goal tonight and tomorrow.
Oh my god, dude, he's completely like mentally gone. He is gone. Even go back and watch like a stream of his in like 2021, 2020, even like 2019, even when like a bunch of bad shit was happening to him and he was going through the bankruptcy and all that shit. He seemed to be way more stable mentally. And now I watch one of those clips, the begging clips, pretty much every one of those begging clips. And he seems to be like one chat message that's gonna piss him off away from like doing some drastic shit. Or saying some drastic shit.
We can do this tomorrow. It'd be perfect timing tomorrow.
Like it's always on the edge of a crash out. I can sense it coming. I can sense there's gonna be some wild shit coming.
So my wife comes home from work and we can just order and try together. We don't have to cook, all right? So let's do it right now. Like seriously, let's get a tip bigger than $2. Let's get some membership support. Let's get some subs over on Kick. I saw some of you over there, some of your supporters, and you're sitting there and you're not supporting.
Yeah, this is like the ironic, I'm supposed to put you on the spot and make you feel bad begging. But it's really not ironic. It's just the tone that is sarcastic and ironic. He actually means this.
That's enough of that, all right?
Yeah, it's enough of the freeloading.
Tips. Where are they? He says, oh, when I was flowers by that quickly, like if he was working hard and did cool by, I want to slap him so bad, not Minecraft for real.
So I should understand you want to slap him in Minecraft. Is that correct? Correct. You get it, Chief? But yeah.
Let's get some support. I'm going to go use the bathroom, come back, and I'm going to do shout outs for the support I'm about to receive. I'll be right back.
Did he receive support? My favorite moments are when he says someone's going to give him money and then they don't.
All right. Tomorrow is DSP Tries It. We want to do DSP Tries It, Super Chicks chicken sandwiches, and the custard, and the sides, like the fried pickles, I think. We're going to do all that tomorrow. But we got to hit a goal tonight and tomorrow. And another thing.
And at least, like, dude, if it was something exciting, like if he was going to go on a trip or he was going to do some like unique and special type of stream, like an IRL stream, or I don't know, some gimmick that streamers do, or he was going to do a collab with somebody, or he was going to do an edited video, or he was going to do a special playthrough, I would understand being this like antsy and pushy to hit those goals, but you're gonna eat a burger, dude. You're gonna eat a fucking chicken sandwich in a fried pickle. And like this makes him seem like he's broke as fuck. But of course, I don't think he's gonna say he's broke as fuck, because nowadays he thinks about what the trolls are gonna say way more about anything else. Because they fucking run his life. They run his life.
I've been doing Minecraft now for what, about 2 months? And I told you guys, actually more than 2 months, huh? It's been a while now. And I told you guys I would keep it in the rotation if people show up, engage, and support, okay? Have you shown up tonight? We have 180 viewers on YouTube.
Whoa, that's bad for DSP. I know it's a night stream, but still.
For some bizarre reason, we have over 100 viewers on Kick. Don't ask
Yeah, there was probably like 700 people on Rawfill.
me why. That's bizarre. We never get that many viewers on Kick for Minecraft.
Yeah, this is the trolls. I think is the people that usually lurk on Twitter around those times. Because sometimes if I wake up really early, I can catch the end of the night stream, and I can see people posting on Twitter if he's begging or not. And if he's begging and the situation is bad and he's crashing out, a bunch of people go and watch his Kick stream so they can troll him in the chat.
Okay, so you showed up, kind of, but it's not great attendance. Have you engaged? I would say yes. I would say you guys are engaged. I would say that we're talking, we're chilling, we're having some conversation when I do this stuff, and time is flying. But have you supported? Now, this is the thing. This is the third factor. And the thing is, right now, people want me to play 1 million games, all right? So because I'm juggling so much, I'm trying to maintain the level of games that you guys want and the level of variety. I think that Minecraft worked really well when we brought it back months ago. I'll be honest. The last few times we've been playing Minecraft, we've had nights like tonight where we're halfway through. I only made like $50, and I'm like, hey guys, can we
Maybe have you tried, instead of sitting on the pause screen and begging, have you tried actually trying to make something entertaining happen in the game? Because Minecraft is one of those games you can do pretty much anything. People have made like calculators. They've made crazy shit. They've made big structures, and they've made very elaborate mechanisms of doing stuff. I'm not saying that I think Dark Side Phil can, because Dark Side Phil is like the lowest form of life when it comes to gaming. He is the yellow paint-based organism. So, of course, I don't expect this, but I expect an attempt to do something interesting instead of what he was doing in the 2 to 3 minutes of clips we just saw.
And I got to keep talking and nagging and bringing it up.
He's got to keep nagging.
Then we hit it at the end.
What a nagger.
If the situation is that Minecraft isn't really warranting interest anymore, then we could do other stuff that you guys want and will actually come and support. Right now, I want to know, in the next hour, do you want Minecraft to continue? If you want Minecraft to continue, support the stream.
And like, I wouldn't be against it, and I wouldn't complain if he just looked up a guide on how to do something, or how to build some structure, or how to craft some elaborate thing. Because people regularly look at guides for Minecraft because the game doesn't really hold your hand that much. So I would get it. But he's not even trying that. He doesn't even care. Like, it's just a bunch of fishing and walking around and breaking, like, basic blocks and making houses that are like, hold on, most basic Minecraft house. Which is basically a bunch of... no, it's not even this. This is way too complex for him. It's basically this. This is it. This is what he makes. And it's all one type of wood. It's not even different types of wood to give it some more shape. This is it, essentially. This is what he's doing. A big cube of wooden blocks with a door. And this is his house. And this should be entertaining and interesting to look at.
Get some subs. Let's get a tip bigger than $2 stinking. Let's get some super chats.
Yeah, he did kind of build a Walmart. You're right. Chris Benoit. Very suspicious name. But yes, he did build what looks like is a Walmart or a warehouse. It's just huge.
We even have a new system, the top fan system in place on YouTube.
The new system.
Top spot. So it's sitting there for...
Is it licensed?
No one's done a super chat. So let's get support. If we don't get support tonight and we don't hit the goal, we're not going to do Minecraft anymore.
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here.
No, financial freedom is insane.
Pushed Linda or Dave in a senior home and gained legal authority over their property. Increase in begging is to offset the senior home costs.
I don't know how plausible this is. I'm not experienced enough to be able to say if this could or could not be true, but it is a theory that is out there that seems to be, I guess, somewhat likely. I would think that if one of them died, then the other one would probably be in a senior home, but I don't really know in what condition they are. Maybe they don't have to go there because they're doing pretty well. So I don't know, man, but it's a thing that you can consider. I also heard a bunch of other theories that somebody reported him for like bankruptcy fraud or tax fraud, and they actually decided to investigate his case. I also saw that maybe his parents told him what his inheritance is going to be, so it got him excited that he's going to have a lot of money and he's going to sue the trolls. I heard a lot of stuff that makes you think, but we don't really have much evidence one way or another. But I do like listening to people's theories, because one of them is going to happen. One of them is objectively going to become reality. So yeah, big ups Lucky Limes. But let me focus on this clip.
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014.
Financial freedom is insane, because his financial freedom, in case you don't remember, in 2014, was credit card debt, is getting a bunch of credit cards and funding this whole move, and it got him completely fucked. Is that financial freedom? I guess it is. He was free to spend the money. I guess he was.
Out here, that was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014.
All right, just being honest,
I wonder what he's gonna say if somebody asks him about financial freedom nowadays. Isn't he financially free? He makes his own money from his business, and he can spend it any way he wants. Isn't that financial freedom? I don't know.
Like sitting around and having to do this. Come on, let's do this at the goal.
I don't like begging.
Instead of playing the game, I'm sitting here bullshitting. I don't like that.
He's bullshitting. I thought he was asking for support.
More important.
Ask and you shall receive, brother.
Things to do. But I also have to...
Yeah, of course, J-Dog mentions in chat, 13 credit cards. Yes, 13. Not 1, not 2, not 3, etc. Not 12, but 13.
Make a living while I'm working.
That's like, it should be criminal for somebody to have that many credit cards. This is like, it's almost, if the system allows you to get this many credit cards, they are intentionally trying to put you in lifelong debt. They're trying to make you a debt slave, essentially.
Working, you understand? How do I deal with loneliness? I don't
just jerk off, dude.
Why? Because I'm married and I have a family and I have a cat and you know, I'm with my wife all the time. I'm just not lonely anymore. I'm not.
There you go, debunk.
I was lonely when I was younger. And, you know, I would try to occupy myself with other things so that I wasn't, you know, constantly thinking about being alone. There was a time in my life when I was depressed.
Occupied with other things is literally getting drunk. That's his story.
I was lonely, but well, that was part of it. But I don't really deal with it anymore. I kind of got old enough that I don't have time to be lonely.
What? Especially this guy telling me he doesn't have time to do something is not very believable. I'm just not buying it. It just doesn't make sense to me, because I can pretty much predict exactly what he does, because he's been having the exact same lifestyle for like 20 years now. It's pretty easy to predict exactly what he does at any point. And if he doesn't have time, it's completely self-inflicted. It's because his routine is impractical, it's not productive, and it wastes a lot of time. But I think he likes wasting time, because wasting time for him is basically you're pretending to be doing something. But really, you're just kind of fooling yourself, because you're wasting your own time.
I'm so surrounded with things to do that would need my attention and think, you know what I mean? That there's no way I could possibly be lonely in a single day.
That's a great clip. It's a great clip. I expect more crying segments, by the way. Cry Coin is going to the moon. I'm putting all my savings from Health Coin into Cry Coin. I'm expecting a lot more crying in the future.
Beautiful, so beautiful. I almost cried.
Guys, we're at 71. About a half an hour left on today's Minecraft stream. We gotta hit that goal if you want to have
We need to get a Caleb Hammer DSP collab episode.
But that's the thing. I think Caleb Hammer helps people who actually want to be helped, and DSP always knows better than everybody else. He knows better than everyone, so he never needs anyone's advice, like actually.
Minecraft continuing the...
So I don't think Caleb Hammer would help him at all, because DSP wouldn't like to be helped at all. He would just blame the trolls, and he would bait a bunch of sympathy, and that would be it. He would just use Caleb's platform to promote himself and tell his story.
Rotation, all right? We're at 71, so that's what, 70...
DSP needs money for Kart's weight lose surgery.
This may or may not be a joke. I guess a joke for a suggestion, not suggestion, but yeah, a guess. But it might be true. It might be true. We really don't know. Something might have happened to Cat that's draining out a lot of his money, because ever since he came back, he's been begging like crazy. Of course, he didn't say exactly why he was gone and why that cost him a bunch of money, but based on his behavior in the past, has been exactly the same thing when something costs him money. And pretty much with him, everything costs him money. Every single thing that he can do costs him money. By the time he's left the house, he spent like $50.
79 to go to hit the goal for tonight. Get closer to DSP tries it tomorrow and keep Minecraft going, okay? For about 10 to 15 more minutes. So we either need a large show of support for Minecraft right now, or this might be it. You know, this has been a game that I really enjoyed coming back to. I'll be honest.
Yeah, we get this.
Chill.
We get when a game is about to be put down. We always get this. Come on, you guys. Like, I like this game. You're not gonna give me money because I like this game? Come on. You don't like it? Making me feel bad. The filthy guilt tripping.
I'm getting back into it. I'm starting to remember things. I'm building of my own accord things that I want to do. I'm liking the interaction. But this is now like stream 3 or 4 of Minecraft where we're having a hard time hitting goals, and it doesn't make sense when we have...
And this whole thing, I'm building on my own accord things that I want to do. Like, are you implying that we should treat you like a 220? Like, why is this something that you should promote? Why is this something that is really fun and cool and people should give you money for? Like, are you disabled that you can't build things on your own accord and now you can? People should be excited? Yeah, this is it, because most of the time he tries to pass himself off as like just like a streamer like everybody else. And he's just as intelligent as everybody else, and he can do the things that they can, and whenever he does them, he doesn't get credit for it and other people do. But other times, he just pretends he's a 220, so people can sympathize with him, and he can make points like the one he just did. Oh, you guys, I'm building stuff that I want in Minecraft, the game for children.
Other things in the rotation that easily hit every time. Every time. So, I think this might be it for Minecraft. Unless we get support right now, I might just be done with it. And, you know, maybe, you know, in the future we bring it back again, but we're just not getting support. What happened? We've had like two subs all night. We had a $2 tip is the biggest tip we got tonight. So I don't think that it's there anymore. I think it was a gimmick to see it come back after 5 years, but now they've been playing it for over 2 months. I do think that people are bored of it, or else they would be here and supporting it. They're not. Okay? No, I'm not going to do another Minecraft stream to see if people rally. We've already done multiple streams like that.
And also, by the way, super interesting. If you are going to be a dark side Phil whale slash meaningful pay pig or significant pay pig, it pretty much is in the job description that you would have no life. Because imagine one day during the late stream.
Stronger than Mia Khalifa's.
That's based. Big ups Mr. Progress 69. Preferred DSP mouth game. Don't make me imagine shit. Get out of here. So yes, as I was saying, if you want to be a DSP pay pig, essentially the job description says that you should have no life. Because imagine one night he's just playing Minecraft on the late stream and you got some shit to do. You got to go and take the dog out, or I don't know, you're invited to a party. Imagine this. If you're a DSP fan and invited to a party and you just can't go there. And you show up to his stream the next day, and the game that you like being played is just over because you didn't give him money for it. So yeah, he pretty much depends on people to be obsessed with him so they can watch every single stream he does, so they can support it, so then he can keep playing the game that they like. Which is just like, you're expecting too much. Way too much.
Gotta say, all right, I guess that's it. The interest is waned, and I think it has. Unless we hit the goal in this during this fishing trip. I'm done. I'm not going to keep doing this, and then we have a stream that's great and a stream that's slow, and a stream that's great and a stream that's slow. Enough. We'll do other stuff. There's more than enough things to do. All right, so guys, last chance. Once this rain settles, that's it for the Minecraft stream. But, you know, it is what it is. It's extenuating circumstances. You want to know the truth? I feel like if I didn't take the week off, tonight would be fine.
No, you can't. You don't know. You don't know. You never know. Especially if you depend on as few people as DSP depends on, you never know. Like I said, one day the guy might have food poisoning, and he's just not going to watch your stream and not give you $100. And for you, that's going to be a disaster. And for him, it's just going to be a Wednesday. So yeah, you never know.
Personal reasons, I probably would be good tonight, and we wouldn't have any problems at all hitting the goal. But, you know, you get that interruption, and it affects stuff negatively, and it sucks.
Later on, after this begging, I'm going to watch some of the more explosive segments about suing the trolls and shit.
There's nothing I can do about it. It's life. That's going to happen. Sadly, I hate to say it, as I get older, more things like that will happen. There'll be times when out of nowhere, I just can't be here regularly. And I need to take some time away. And it sucks that because we had this consistency interrupted, that now we have regulars who used to support aren't.
And of course, he does this every single time. Every single time. There is something that is quote unquote out of his control. We just blame it. We blame the low support on that. When he had self-diagnosed COVID last year around Halloween, I think, or the year before that. Damn, it's been a long time. Anyways, yes, he blamed everything bad that ever happened. Like, he blamed slow streams for weeks after the fact on being down with allegedly COVID, with self-diagnosed COVID. And meanwhile, his wife also had self-diagnosed COVID, and she was going to work on a regular basis. Very nice.
Like right now, I can tell you there's 3 or 4 people who were supporting Minecraft regularly. They're not here tonight. No, Clyde, we've done this.
And now we're just calling out specific pay pigs.
I've given this game another chance like 3 times. You understand? I have. But would I want more? 2 $50 tips or one $100 tip? It doesn't matter.
And also, like, why doesn't he do some of the challenge stuff on Minecraft? I remember there was a challenge where you start off, I don't know how it was called. It was legitimately like a decade ago. You start on like 1 cube in the sky, and you have to like figure out how to progress from there. There was a lot of different challenges you can do in Minecraft outside of just like the generic sandbox mode that you get.
Hey, money is money. One thing I think about, money is money.
When we wash, there's not going to be a discount that's going to save it. Dude, it's $20 to permanently name something in the world that I'm in.
Permanently, by the way.
$10.
But what do you mean permanently? But you're just telling me that you can stop playing the game at any time. Anytime you don't get a pay pig to show up, you're going to stop playing the game. So why would I want to name anything in a game that you're going to stop playing 10 minutes from now? Huh?
Do you think 8 people are all of a sudden going to jump up and be like, oh, we'll do it now? No. I don't even have enough name tags and enough signs to do 8 namings. I think I have 3 or 4 name tags and 1 sign.
And just lie to them like you always do. And pretend you're naming it, and then just don't.
It just, of course, this has to happen tonight.
What happened now?
So if I put mending on there, that's an insanely good bow. Like, ridiculously over-the-top good bow.
Okay, so...
It looks like this is it.
Wait, so what is the problem with the bow being good? Is that, oh... if you guys hit the goal, he could have played more Minecraft and therefore used the bow. Come on, you guys. Come on. Please.
I mean, I'm going to sign off from this video saying this is the end of Minecraft for now. It doesn't mean, I mean, if someone does that crazy Hail Mary when I'm just signing off here for the night, then it could save. And it has been saved like that before. But like I said, the usual parties who I've seen who are here for Minecraft and support it aren't here tonight. There's a good 2 to 3 people who regularly supported Minecraft just for Minecraft. And then, of course, there's 1 or 2 people who were like, do big contributions on Kick. They're not here either. So there's nothing I can really do about it. It is what it is. I think this has been a great playthrough for the 2.5 months or so we've been doing it. But I think it may be time to hang it up, folks. All right? So for Minecraft with mods, it's been fun. I've had a lot
And now we get like the 10th outro in a row.
We are
Not stalling at all.
I will go back to it at some point.
Guys, I'm ending the game. I'm closing it right now. I'm about to close it. I'm always going to close it. I'm just going to close it right now.
Maybe it's just that we're doing it too often and people are just bored with it. I don't know.
And now we're just trying to look at the sky and figure out why a cloud looks like a certain thing. Oh my god, this cloud looks like an elephant. I wonder why it would look like an elephant. He's just looking for patterns where they don't exist. Trying to justify why people didn't give him money for something that they shouldn't be giving him money for in the first place.
Me? You know, it is what it is. I enjoyed it. I did. I would like to keep it in the rotation, but I got to do what people want. And when, you know, we've now had multiple streams of this game having this issue, I think that people are speaking up, right? So for Minecraft 2025, and especially this Java run.
Hey, big ups Wolfie for the subscription, dude. If you sub right now, I'll give you a shout out.
Minecraft signing off, everyone.
Let's get some subs.
Have a good night. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this.
Guess what happened? The stream didn't end. The stream didn't end. Minecraft was saved. I think this was not in the clip, but Minecraft was saved. Allegedly? By the catamaran cuck. That guy. Lance Catamaran. That guy. It's completely, yeah. So, okay. Suing detractors into oblivion. So we did watch this live on TBS. Make sure to check it out. But this is when I'm gonna watch it myself, and I'm gonna talk about it and pause through it and tell you what I think.
Show in over a freaking week. And that's like unprecedented around here, right? Like usually.
Yeah, he started off this like high energy, super vibe guy, trying to pretend like nothing happened to him, nothing bad at all.
A couple days off, you know, it's not that big of a deal, and we work it into the schedule. But as everyone knows, I'm sure, things didn't go that way this last week, all right? And to be quite frank with you, all right, this was no party. This was no, how can I say, vacation. As much as I wish that I could have come back today and said, hey, everyone, guess what? Great stuff. I finally took an amazing honeymoon or whatever. Sadly, that's not the case. As they say, sometimes things creep up on you. You know, kind of like out of nowhere, they sneak up on you and they, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you're at the mall and a weirdo, no-life detractor starts filming you with their camera.
Originally, when he first said this, I just thought this happened. Like, this was a thing that happened. Which, it's kind of a weird example, because if it did happen, then we would have seen the clip of a person filming him.
Or like you're at the gas station just trying to like fill up your gas and some weirdo is like creeping around the pump trying to take a picture of you. Maybe.
So what is going to happen if somebody takes a picture of Darkside Phil? Is it gonna encapsulate his soul inside of a picture? No, because everybody knows Darkside Phil doesn't have a soul.
You've never experienced that, but I have. And in
okay.
This case,
Where are the photos? Where are the pictures? Why would somebody take a photo of Darkside Phil and not put it up on the internet? Why? For their own collection of lolcow photography? Come on, that sounds like bullshit. And also, like, he's acting like somebody assaulted him. They just took a picture of him. There's random people that get their photos taken on the street. I don't get the thing.
They creeped up so hard, I got bit in the butt. And I had to deal with some personal stuff this last week, all right?
Okay, let's microanalyze this. Let's hyperfixate on what he just said. This is the first part where I think we get a hint.
I got bit.
So the context is sometimes people, things creep up on you.
And in this case, they creeped up so hard, I got bit in the butt. And
They creeped up so hard, he got bit in the butt. So, I'm thinking, now that he's saying this, and this is a lot of having to rely on DSP's word on something, which is, like, it should qualify you for insanity. But the way he said it makes me think that he was personally affected by something that happened to him specifically. So maybe the angle with Linda dying or stuff like that, maybe that's going to be off the table, but it of course, it's not confirmed.
I had to deal with some personal stuff this last week, all right? And as much as I would have loved to be here with all of you, because I would have, sometimes you just got to take time away, which is what I had to do. It wasn't planned. It wasn't scheduled. And I had absolutely no idea how long it was going to take. So it wasn't even like I could say something in the middle of the week.
Again, of course, this was some kind of a process. It's not a thing that happened one day and then it was gone, so you were just sitting at home. It was some process that took a few days to be resolved. I think, and I'm going to say the source of this information is Duty, so take this as you would take it. But Duty suggested, as a theory, not that it was backed up by something, but I think it is a pretty credible guess, that maybe he received a community guidelines strike about something that he said, maybe somebody reported it, and once in a million years, the YouTube terms of service actually works and is applied properly. So maybe he just got a slap on the wrist, or his right to stream was taken away, which I thought was credible. But again, if you want to pick apart any of those angles, any of those proposed things that could have happened, I guess you're going to find a lot of weak spots and a lot of things that don't make sense. But I'm just saying this was one of those that I noticed and I was like, that's an interesting suggestion.
Be like, okay, I'll be back by so-and-so or whatever. It wasn't like that at all. So because
big ups nowhere to be for the membership, dude.
And I had people contacting me from all over the internet. I'll tell you that. Like people who are longtime fans, people who are actually detractors, people who are...
Yeah, because they thought you might have been fucking dead, DSP, because you never take days off, because you are the eternal beggar of the internet. Like, there could be, unironically, a nuclear war going on, and Darkside Phil's gonna be streaming fucking Truck Simulator and begging for tips.
Had some association with, who I've worked with, reaching out and saying, hey, you know, just hope everything's well or whatever. And I do appreciate that, but I want everyone to understand the reason that I really didn't respond to anyone is because I was in the thick of shit, and I had to deal with the shit when I was in it.
Yeah, that's really the subplot. The subplot of Darkside Phil. But again, no one, I don't know. It's so interesting talking about it. I think someday he's gonna say it, but it's gonna be a day in which this is no longer going to be relevant or interesting to people. So one day he's gonna be like, oh, you guys remember where I was for like 5 days in 2025? And meanwhile, it's like 2036. He's gonna say, oh, actually, well, I got this and this happened to me, and I had to go and take care of it, okay?
Let's get some support! Let's get our first super chat. Let's get our first tip. Let's get our first...
Come on, we're behind on the begging.
Over on Kick. What is going on? Let's get some support rolling in right...
Yeah, he dropped this excitement real quick.
Shout-outs.
It was gone.
Let's chill. Let's chat. Let's figure this out, all right? Because I don't know what I'm doing this week, quite frankly. I have no idea what we're doing, all right? Let's go. Money, 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 man. We got a bunch of thumbs down. Already, people are complaining. I've been back for 12 minutes. 12 minutes, and people are already complaining on Kick. How about this? How about you
listen
and stop being whiny like you are and just sit back and shut the fuck up because you're on my stream, bitches.
This is where the mask just dropped. He's no longer the funny, chill entertainer. And it took him literally nothing. Like, he folded under zero pressure. It's just the same shit people always say in his Kick chat.
And I'm back, and I'm in large, and I'm in charge.
He's in large, and he's in charge, brother.
And you can fucking do...
He's in large.
You can shut and you can go like this, right up your fucking... That's...
I love when he starts cutting a promo, and he just gets something wrong. It pretty much always happens. Pretty much always.
How much I care about you.
Yeah, well, you talk a bunch of shit. You talk more to those people than your actual fans, so it makes me think that you care about them.
If anyone does want to actually live rebroadcast me...
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Want to actually suffer legal ramifications down...
No one's gonna suffer legal ramifications ever from you, Phil. The most you're gonna do is DMCA somebody, and then they're gonna set your house on fire. Because people fuck with you when you try and fuck with them back. And you're very easy to fuck with. So my advice to Phil would be to just sit there and do his fucking thing and beg his begging and milk his dance and just stay in his lane because people are just going to fuck him. And he has a lot more to lose than anyone else he's going to sue, and he will lose it all.
On the line, because if you don't get permission from me, you will.
That's just a prediction, though.
you can contact me and we can talk about it. Maybe we could work out a licensing fee.
Of course, I don't understand how he thinks this is gonna work, and how, like okay, supposedly, that being said, we go to Phil and we write him an email and we get the quote on how much we need to pay, and we get the terms and conditions of how we can rebroadcast and make fun of him. Right. What are the people who like us gonna say? You guys gave Phil a bunch of money to rebroadcast them? Yes, that's what they're gonna say. You guys are working for Dark Side Phil, the guy you don't like. So I have no idea how he thinks this shit is gonna work out for any party involved. And of course, this guy is known for not having any idea of anything. So I'm not surprised here. I'm just saying that he doesn't.
Say you can live rebroadcast me on a daily basis as long as there's a contribution or an agreement or something in place.
Because, like, if he takes down this channel, I'll make 2 more. And I'm going to multi-stream on both of them. And I'm going to multi-stream on Kick, on Twitch, on any place on the planet. And I'm going to make sock accounts upon sock accounts where I'm going to re-upload the archived streams of everything I've ever done, because I have this and I have it backed up. So if he wants to play games of pettiness, we, the fucking literal dozens and dozens of YouTube channels that make shit about him, we're just gonna be petty as fuck, and we're gonna be way pettier than he is. So this really is an empty limp dick threat, and he knows it. That's the thing, is that he knows it. And he's just trying to bluff his way into scaring somebody, into not making stuff about him anymore, not making fun of him. And it never works, and it never will.
Ego in charge. This guy is spiraling so hard, he could be a Beyblade.
Yeah, he could be a Beyblade. That's a good one. But yeah, the spiral is all across the board. And like I said before, but I'm just going to say it now in the context, this segment is a result of him wanting to talk about what happened to him. He really wanted to make it a big deal. He really wanted to cry about it. He really wanted to get a bunch of sympathy money for it. And he knew that he was going to get it. But he also knows that the trolls were going to get a lot more views, and they would get to push the narratives.
Oi, have ya got a license to restream, bruv?
Oi, no, this is illegal, bruv. It's illegal. Hold it down, fam.
Use my content live with a chance to even get it on the internet and monetize it, then I need to receive compensation.
No, you're going to receive 12 dicks in your ass sideways, Phil. That's what you're going to receive. You're going to receive anal gout and perhaps AIDS.
So if you're someone who regularly does that and you don't...
Yeah, I still will.
Down the line.
No, it never will. International lawsuit sounds good to me, brother. Let's go.
Probably contact me now.
Let's go. I'm going to I was thinking of actually contacting him, but I have a policy of not interacting with him, like, directly, as in behind the scenes interacting with him or fucking with him. I can tweet at him on Twitter because people understand, like, I'm fucking trolling him, joking with him. But yeah. And I was going to do, like, a huge paragraph with no separation, like just one paragraph, one wall of text, asking him very specific details about the licensing that he requires. Like, I'm going to ask him, okay, if I license this, am I allowed to call your wife fat? And I'm allowed to tell you this, and I'm allowed to do this. Then I was going to ask him, okay, if I license this, is it only apply for streaming, or does it only apply for videos? And then I would ask him, like, an infinity number of questions that if he decided to reply, which, well, he is saying that he wants to have a conversation, it would take him legitimately hours to figure out.
Something out, okay? If you don't, I'm going to sue you into oblivion somewhere down the line, and I'm going to own everything that you own.
No, this will never happen. Matter of fact, DSP might go homeless, and Kat, as a result, I think the only good thing that would come out of a lawsuit is that Kat might go skinny out of all the starvation that she's going to have to go through after DSP is broke and homeless.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it fucking scared me. That legit scared me. I'm well aware that so many people on the internet stalk me. And again, because the only reason they have content is because they steal mine. If I'm not here, then...
Bro, it's I know your channel is your whole business and your whole life and your whole ego, but for me, this is a YouTube channel. I'm not getting shot. I'm not getting killed. I'm not out there in the streets. I'm not getting put in prison. It's just a YouTube channel where I can put whatever the fuck I want. And DSP is just lucky that I picked to put him instead of somebody else or something else, because that's what I wanted to do.
Go crazy, trying to stalk me and figure out what I've been up to and where I am and all of that. I am pleased to say, very pleased to say, they have absolutely no clue.
He's always saying this. I'm sure at least like 5 people did it.
What I've been doing.
5 people guessed what he did. And also, this sounds to me like you're just encouraging for people to dig into your shit more. You're encouraging people to actually fuck with you more and figure out what you've been doing. Because it sounds like, oh, you guys, you fucking pieces of shit, that you always managed a way to stalk me and find out what I was doing. This time, you couldn't. So you're trying to tell me that next time they should try extra hard. And they definitely will. Trust me, brother. That's always what happens. I've seen the pattern. It's been years. It's been years. I've seen it. It always happens.
0. And let me tell you, I had to learn from so many different things of my past that have happened, right? Things where I never fathomed that these idiots would get information or you know what I'm saying?
How are they idiots when they outsmarted you and acquired information that you didn't even know that they could get or use against you? How are they idiots? Sounds to me like they're a lot smarter than you.
Or prying into my personal stuff. They were not able to do so this time. For the first time probably ever. Right? That's amazing. You know,
again, it sounds like a challenge to me.
Bankruptcy, that this was going to result in me having years of harassment, identity theft, money stolen, bank accounts.
Money stolen is a literal lie. Literal lie.
You know, being accessed from unauthorized parties and all kinds of shit. Of course I didn't. Of course I never thought that would happen, but it did. Right? So learning, you know, from all of that, I 100% kept my lips zipped, and it worked. All right. So I hope that you guys understand. I want you to understand something. So there's a lot of great things in my life as a result of this.
Like what?
At the same time, because this nonstop
like what actually great things?
Parasites on me. They're reliant on me when I'm not here. You know that they're going to go crazy. So I hope you have to understand why I couldn't say anything at all. I had to keep my lips zipped completely, 100%. God forbid I let something slip that then they would be able to find stuff out. They would try to ruin my life, mess with me and everything around me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, not really.
If they knew that I wasn't going to be streaming this week,
what is this guy talking about?
With me nonstop, right? They would have tried a million different stupid things, and not to say that they didn't. There were a few things that were attempted, but because I kept my lips zipped, they were completely unsuccessful.
I'm experienced. Oh, yeah.
And again, talking about it this vaguely, it sparks the curiosity in people, and they just go out of their way to find stuff, and they will. Just like they did with the restraining order. Did you guys find the restraining order that my wife got? And then 2 days later, they found it. They literally found it. And they didn't even know it existed. Like, this guy will end up snitching on himself eventually. And being this much of a shit-eating loser as he is, and this smug and arrogant, they will always fuck with him. This is inevitable. They'll either fuck with him on stream by making a bunch of sock accounts, doing blah, blah, blah to make him triggered, and then farm clips off him, or they're just going to fuck with him in other ways that they can. People on the internet just going to do what people on the internet always do. And you would best not challenge them because they will fuck you. They will fuck you in the end. They will win. And you will be seething, Phil.
The thing is, you might say, well, are you going to tell us everything that happened this week? No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you why. Because it's my life, and I have a right to privacy.
Sure.
I have a right to have a private life. But just because I share a public face.
Why didn't you just say, I'm not going to tell you because it's private? Like a normal person would. Like any other streamer that goes on vacation or whatever the fuck. I legit don't get it. I don't get it. You could have just said, well, it's my own private business. I can't tell you. But instead, he has like the privacy speech. The privacy monologue. I am entitled to my privacy. Sure, man. Yeah. I'm just, like, what is actually interesting to me is that this guy who constantly makes his personal problems everybody else's business, and I'm saying personal problems, financial, personal, private problems, making it everybody else's business, is now deciding that he is entitled to privacy, which is kind of like a double standard. So you're entitled to privacy whenever you like, essentially, whenever you decide you are. And in the rest of the time, you are free to burden everyone else with your personal struggles and your private complaints and your private bullshit that's going on. I don't think that's fair.
To you every day on a stream where I make content and we play games and we hang out does not mean that I also owe you an explanation for everything else that goes on in my private life. I can wholeheartedly tell you that what I've been dealing with over the last week has nothing to do with this stream, has nothing to do with my content, has nothing to do with this business, has nothing to do with our interactions, nothing. Zero. Therefore, I don't have to tell you anything, nor should I be expected to, nor should there be
the way he's just yelling at those people. Now he is yelling at his fans, by the way.
A demand for that.
But then he starts insulting him, and you realize he's actually just talking to the trolls.
I have a right to have my own.
No, you have no rights, Phil. All your human rights have been taken away. You're a lol cow. Tell me what you've been doing. Your personal life is my business.
And I hope that that many of you will
cool with the trolls.
Understand that. If you don't, I'm going to be honest with you. I hope that you seek counseling soon.
He told his fans this. This is in the context of talking to his fans.
Because if you actually think that because someone on the
you're mentally ill. I think you're fucking mentally ill, Phil. Imagine you're a streamer and you love streaming and you love hanging out with people. And you've been gone from streaming for like a week. Doing whatever the fuck. I don't even care. Whatever the fuck you've been doing. You come back, you can finally stream again, catch up on the video games, on the gaming news, and then you just sit there and bitch about fucking trolls. And not even like bitch about trolls doing something to you. Bitch about trolls not being able to do something to you because you kept your mouth shut, and then you crying about your fucking fans asking you where you were instead of actually doing the thing that you are there to do, that you find enjoyment in, and you haven't done it in a long time.
That they always
what a crybaby
transparency of everything that they ever have done.
No, of course, this is extremism. This is extremist Phil. This is Al-Qaeda Phil.
You are actually
terrorist Phil.
Deficient.
You're mentally deficient. Hey, come on. I don't think Jade deserves that.
From being a normal human, and you need to go speak to a professional for help right now.
And also, Mr. Yellow Paint telling you that you're mentally deficient is kind of like, it's the wrong messenger. Even if you are mentally deficient, it's a wrong messenger. This guy can't even put his own fucking shoes without asking somebody which one goes on which foot. Come on. Give me a break. Big ups Aussie Turtles Gaming for the licensed 30 months. A license to be a member of this channel.
Directly to my detractors right now, you're all mentally fucking deficient, and you do need...
Yeah, bro, but I've been okay. This whole time that was so traumatic to you and fucking hurt you, I've just been chilling and hanging out and minding my business. So I guess I win again, and you're just seething. And you're completely powerless to stop when anyone has to say about it or do things to you. You're just a coward and a pussy. And you lose, Phil.
Seek help. Because
but feel free to just lash out at people and make yourself look bad. That helps me a lot.
Number one, you're breaking the law, and number two,
okay, fuck the law. I don't care. I don't comply to United States laws because I'm not American, so I don't care about the law. I don't care about the Constitution.
Two, you're ruining your life and the lives of everyone around you.
No,
with your actions.
Why? What?
You're sick.
I made my parents die because I restreamed Darkside Phil, and I said he has gout, and that his wife is probably fat.
You're toxic people.
Why am I? Come on.
Poisoned.
But no, he's trying to make it seem like everybody that has ever made a video about him essentially contributes and endorses and encourages people fucking with him offline, like in real life, which is just not true. But he's trying to make it seem like that.
Why am I toxic?
And I know that you would have probably tried to hurt me.
What?
Or everyone around me. If I give...
Not really. Me personally, I think he would just hurt himself. And he always does. This segment is him hurting himself. Like I said, he came back from 5 days of being gone, and instead of catching up with his chat and having fun, he's crying about fucking duty.
Any information...
Or any other detractor.
at all about what I've been up to this.
But I think he's specifically talking about duty.
Because the thing is, these idiots also, which let's say, for example, I decided to tell you some information about what I've been up to. You know what would happen immediately? Oh, he's looking for a sob story.
But that's literally true, though. He's done this at least a dozen times, at least.
So that people will come and support him because of this. What? He is a horrible person because he's using this as ammo to try to get...
Yeah, literally.
No, I'm not.
Well, you're not now.
I'll tell you a single thing about what happened because it has nothing to do with this.
So actually, the trolls are doing a good thing, because if it wasn't for the trolls, he would have had a sob story and milked people for sympathy donos. Like, that's what he's basically trying to say. So you know that you're making the trolls look good? God damn it, DSB.
You're coming here, you're hanging out with me, you're enjoying the content, support it by all means. And that's what people have been doing. That's what's actually angering people.
What?
Unlike previous, where, you know, there was a few months there where I was getting tons of support because I was associated with another group.
Another group.
I'm not associated with that group anymore, but I'm still making the same amount.
That's objectively not true. He's objectively not making the same amount, because he brought up specifically making a lot less money on Kick ever since he stopped doing the Kino Casino stuff. Like, this is objectively not true. I know he's a liar and he just lies about stuff to fit his own narrative. And this is what is exactly happening right now. He is making significantly less than he was when he was doing Kino Casino stuff.
You can't take that because, wait a minute, he's earning a good living on his own merits, but we were always of the impression, our narrative was always that he couldn't do that. So how is it possible, right? Because people actually like the content, because people like me.
Okay, good. This again is just a cope. It's just a cope. But Phil, the point isn't, are people gonna like you? Like, do people like you right now? The point is, are people gonna like you always? People gonna always like you because you're here? Because for me, there's no stakes. Like, I can go away. I personally would like to see the story of Darkside Phil end, because I'm interested to see what's gonna happen in the end, of course, as always. As with any interesting TV show or reality show or movie or TV series, I want to see what's gonna happen in the end. But I could just walk away and DSP just remains a guy that he's just gonna live this same miserable, pathetic life. So, I don't know, Phil. You can cope all you want. We're gonna be here for it.
What the fuck?
Unlike you, because when I was gone, your content was dead.
Okay,
Cared about
why not?
when I was gone, because they're not watching for you.
First of all, this is wrong.
Watching for me.
Also, sure. Like, I don't see a problem with people watching for you making fun of Phil and not for you yourself. You should kind of be expecting it, doing like lolcow commentary stuff, that people are going to be showing up for the lolcow, which I don't care for. It's not that important for me. It's important that I'm enjoying myself, because I do this first and foremost for my own enjoyment. And as long as I am, I don't care why people show up. I do the thing that I decide to do, the way I decide to do it, on my terms, always. And if people want to show up, they can watch it. They can show up for any kind of reason. I don't really care.
Don't you get it, Leech? Don't you get it, Parasite? I'm the content. That's why I'm entitled to everything you get out of it.
You're entitled to approximately 16 dicks up your ass, Phil. You're going to eat shit until you die, and you're not going to get a single cent off of anything that I do ever.
And I will have it someday.
No, never going to happen. You might say this to yourself so you can actually sleep at night without getting pissed drunk and fainting on the couch. But no, the reality is it's not going to happen. I think the odds are higher that he's going to get a stroke and die than he's going to sue somebody and win.
I'm sorry that I can't come back on this stream and just unload on you guys and be like, here's what's been going on and blah, blah, blah. I can't. Because
unload on you guys. Literally trauma dump. I'm sorry I can't trauma dump on you guys. I'm sorry. I really wish I could trauma dump. But these trolls, they have so much power over me that I cannot. So I'm going to twist this and threaten them into suing them, because I am so powerless that this is the last thing I can do. And no one is even going to take that seriously. Oh, Phil, you are so great, man. You're doing so great.
Come back on this stream and just unload on you guys.
Unload on you. I just want to trauma dump and say everything traumatic that happened to me, because I have no friends and I have no one else I can confide in.
And be like, here's what's been going on and blah, blah, blah. I can't. Because immediately, number one.
Foreign streaming hours are no longer permitted. Get it, Chief?
Hey, come on. I have a clause in the license that says I can stream at any time I want. So eat it. Go get licensed yourself.
It would be, see, Phil's looking for...
Big up Spikes for the dollar.
It would be, oh, so now let's do everything we possibly can to ruin his life and everyone else's life and everything around us. Right? It would. That's how they are. They're mentally ill people. These are not normal thinking people. They're broken in the head.
Ooh, all of them. All of them.
They're all of the...
But bro, like segments like this are making it really hard for me not to root for those people. Like segments like this smug, pathetic piece of shit, considering that he is completely powerless to do anything about it. And trying to cut a promo and be threatening and be scary. Phil, you're making it really hard for me not to root for those people.
Mind, and they reached out to each other and found themselves on the internet because they're so broken. They had to find other people that were broken to feel normal.
What?
They've actually created this community of mentally deficient, ill people. That's not good.
What, are you talking about your fans?
At all.
No, his fans don't form communities. It's a cult that is completely self-serving to Darkside Phil. Those people are not allowed to be a part of a community.
All. Because that's how cults begin. Do you understand? How do you think the people who drink the Kool-Aid, how that started? Because they were all fucking nuts and they all found each other.
Okay, sure. People who drank the Kool-Aid in particular, they had one guy, by the way. One guy that was a cult leader. And the detractors don't have a cult leader because it's not a cult and it's not even a community. It's a decentralized network of people that basically do kind of the same shit in reality. So yeah, big ups Ursa Major for the 5 gifted, dude. They are not subject to licensing fees. So everybody who got one, have fun and enjoy. And big ups to Grand Obson for 22 months of being licensed member on this channel.
That's how these people operate now. They do it anonymously.
Thank you for all the money that Darkside Phil will never see a cent of, by the way. Thank you. I would like to make this clear.
On the internet, it's dangerous shit. So that's why I literally can't tell you a word about any of what really...
Then stop talking about it, bro. Stop talking about it. Just say, I was gone. It's private stuff. Let's play video games now.
Undoubtedly,
allegedly,
harassment would begin on all fronts. And so therefore, you're never going to know what I was doing. All of the guesses have been wrong completely.
How do you know what all the guesses have been? I thought you were away from streaming for 5 days and kept up with absolutely nothing. So how do you know what all the guesses are? So he read through Kiwi Farms. He read all the detractor Twitter posts, including the people fighting amongst each other. He read Discord servers of pretty much every detractor that exists and what they're saying. And he decided that none of those are true. There you go. We win. Big ups Jordan Fadeaway for 8 months. DSP has people rooting for Billy Mitchell. Literally, dude. Literally. And like, it was like when Review Tech USA was on his podcast, when I was like, whoa, dude, I can't believe I'm actually rooting for Review Tech USA. I can't believe he is like the based guy in this conversation. It's crazy. It's crazy. It actually is. Let me just look up Billy Mitchell to show you why people are rooting for Billy Mitchell. So Billy Mitchell is, I can't really give you a good story of who he is. He's the Pac-Man guy. He is the guy that played Pac-Man and set a world record, allegedly like the greatest guy ever. I think he was accused of cheating. I don't exactly remember if he did cheat or he was busted for cheating, but whatever. He made this tweet like 2 days ago that says DSP will be sued, which is not really, like, he won't actually sue him. It's just kind of a meme he does, because he sued Carl Jobst and he won. And then he said, they call me DSP. You're a fat, poorly groomed, unintelligent, and dirt poor lolcow. At the very least, join lolcow live. You will quickly gain a huge following and get rich. Everyone agrees. Yeah, I can't believe I'm on board with Billy Mitchell, dude. DSP legit gets you rooting for people you never thought you would be.
I'm happy about, trust me, because I was nervous this week with not...
I was nervous.
And keeping my mouth shut that possibly there was going to be harassment or someone would figure out something. Luckily, nobody did, thankfully. Thank God. And it's all over now. And
I think there's also a high chance that he is like unreasonably paranoid. I know people are fucking with him. I know people are, they leaked his bank account records and stuff like that. But I think, well, unless there's a bunch of stuff that he's not telling us about, they don't fuck with him nowhere near as much as he would like to say they do. Because, of course, the common sense thing, if you want to be a victim, is pretend to be more abused than you actually are. So have some evidence that you are a victim, but present it in a way that you are a victim a lot more, to a way larger degree than you actually are. But I don't know. What I know for sure is that he is incredibly paranoid.
If you don't understand that someone who is an internet content creator has a right to privacy, a right to keep things private, a right to not be transparent about everything in their private...
should have kept it private when you almost lost your house. Should have kept it private when you were going through bankruptcy. Should have kept it private when you needed to smash the taxes. Should have kept all those things private, Phil. Stick to the gimmick. Come on. Keep up the same energy. Why didn't you keep that private? You didn't need a sense of privacy back then? I guess he didn't.
Life that has nothing to do with their content. If you don't understand that separation and that right, please move on and don't watch my content anymore. You're not welcome here. People who are obsessed and think they are crazily demanding of things, you're entitled to nothing. You get what I give you, and you like it. That's it. That's not an unreasonable demand. Any normal
It's such a fucking... It's such a way to look like a bitch and look like a complete loser.
But if you can't get that in your head, if your head doesn't click and say, okay, that makes sense. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm entitled. Goodbye. I don't want you here. You're not entitled. You need to move on and get some help. Maybe there's other creators who like that kind of behavior. Not me.
What kind of behavior? What is the kind of behavior?
It's completely 100% proven and corroborated everything I've said about the vortex around me.
What? Like what?
But they are all directly dependent on me. Without me.
I mean, bro, it's not that deep. It's not that fucking complicated. It's a group of people that watch this guy because he is there every day. And we watch this guy and we make fun of him. And each person does whatever the fuck they want. And they are beholden to their own doing whatever they want to do. Right? And that's kind of it. It's super fucking simple. I don't care if he thinks is normal or not, because he isn't normal. I don't care about the opinion of a severely mentally ill man who is completely delusional and paranoid. His opinion matters zero. It has zero matter to it.
They dry up in the hot sun like a weed with no water.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't know. If I did care, then I would make a video about somebody else. And then I would get those views and blah, blah, blah.
They have absolutely...
Like, I don't know what he thinks he is confirming here. Something that is, like, common knowledge and incredibly obvious?
Absolutely nothing to do. They become irrelevant. Get it?
I don't know. I always thought that the gout clout, like the clout that you get off of Darkside Phil, if anything, is actually embarrassing. Because what do you mean you have clout off of making fun of one specific irrelevant, washed-up fucking loser? It's not real clout. It actually isn't good clout. Because people look at you like you're a fucking bum. Especially if you wear the clout on your sleeve and you're like, yep, I'm one of the most significant detractors. Matter of fact, I'm one of the bigger detractors. Yeah, that shit is fucking lame and you look corny as fuck.
And the fact that they are irrelevant without stealing my content?
It doesn't matter. What the fuck is being relevant? Relevant in what? Relevant in making fun of Darkside Phil? I don't know. It's not something that you should aspire to be.
Proves in a court of law.
Oh, it proves in the court of law, by the way. In the court of law. The fact that you get less views when DSP is not streaming proves in the court of law that he should have all your money.
I own their content.
No, you can own 16,000 dicks in your ass, in your mouth, in your ears. Because fuck you. You're lame, bro. You're fucking gay. You're trash. Go fuck yourself. Oh, god damn it. This was an incredibly insufferable segment. But yeah, the DSP cloud is trash. And I really hate and I'm irritated when people refer to TBS as this like highest instance of clout. And you need to be there. You need to be on the show. to be like validated as a detractor. This fucking losers say that. Losers say that shit because they're fucking bums. And they actually take the online cloud seriously. Especially the online cloud you get off of Dark Side Phil. Seriously. You need to be self-aware about what this actually is and represents. And I've heard people say, well, this guy's been on TBS before I've been on TBS, and I have more subs than him. And they get like super insecure and man-childish about it. Some people have been coping legitimately for years over this shit. Legitimately for years. They have some sort of like a trauma for being invited to TBS at a wrong or inconvenient time, which I think is fucking cringe.
Yes, I will be doing this. I'll be.
So yeah, here we got a begging segment, allegedly.
What I love for a living until I die or I choose to hang it up. It's that simple.
But why did you stop doing it for a week? And it wasn't even your decision. It sounds like it's not up to you, buddy.
Simple. I have the power to control my own destiny, and I wield it here in my clenched fist. Do you understand?
No. Matter of fact, DSP is one of the most powerless streamers that you can see because he has completely no backup plan. He has nothing in the way of skills that he's acquired. Legitimately, he's done this for 17 years, and he makes his thumbnails in a video editing program. So yeah, he doesn't have any skills. He doesn't have any backup plan. He has no savings. He has no education or experience that he can use to find a better job. And his entire income depends on convincing people that they like him enough to give him money. This is literally it. It's not dependent on ad revenue. It's not dependent on other methods of monetization. It's dependent on directly convincing somebody to give him money, which is wild. So he might as well be the most dependent person that you can find on YouTube. Because there's some people who do it as a part-time thing because it gets them some money from AdSense or from streaming. There's some people that do it as a full-time thing and they get a bunch of experience that they could use and they get some good clout or a good online reputation that they can use. Or also, what else? There's people that do this completely as a hobby while they have a real job. And he is the one that doesn't fit in any of those categories. He's the one that is completely out, left to dry, and completely screwed, really.
And as you can see, there's been some changes around here. I took the air conditioner out of the window.
Oh my God, he took the air conditioner out the window.
This will help alleviate my allergies moving forward now that it is cool enough to finally do so and I have to worry about having the air conditioner blasting constantly. Let's talk about the schedule. Tomorrow morning, 10:45 a.m. Pacific time.
I absolutely refuse to do anything until we get one sub. Why is my shirt crooked? Until we get one sub on Kick.
And this, like, okay, this gimmick can work, I guess, if you're like Kino Casino or you have actual thousands of people watching you, because the chance of somebody giving like one sub is relatively high. But if you're Dark Side Phil, you don't want to try this because if no one gives you a sub, if no one gives you what you're asking for, you just look like a loser. Because then it didn't work. It backfired on you. And it had the complete opposite effect.
In fact, you know what? My shirt, it really is crooked. Like, it's bothering me. What is going on with this shirt today? I'm going to sit back and I'm going to relax. Stick my feet up here. All right? And go. Oh, it's relaxing, actually. I put my legs up. Oh, this is nice. I should do this more often. This is very comfortable. Waiting for a singular sub. One sub is all it will take. And then we can get back to our usual routine. But we got to get something going on Kick over there. I don't know what's going on. How many viewers do I have on Kick right now? 83? We got 83 of you sitting there with your thumbs stuck up your buttholes? 83 viewers. Comparing to that, we have 231 YouTube viewers.
In this, again, the statistics fetish is just bad.
They've got 100% of the support. The YouTube
it's just bad. It's corny as fuck.
Some love this morning. I want to say thank you to the YouTube viewers this morning. In fact, I'm going to give you applause. Thank you to YouTube for being nice to me, for supporting me, for liking the content, and for being here for me when I need you. You guys are awesome. Seriously, I actually legit appreciate that. Many of you are struggling financially.
No, you don't.
Michelle Soguchi.
No, you don't. Oh, Michelle Soguchi? Wait. Yo, that's the Review Tech Sock. That's the Review Tech Sock account. that got busted that it was actually his because he gave Jay a tip. No way.
So get a job.
Oh, he's such a loser. Michelle's so Gucci. It might be somebody pretending to be the review tech sock as well. But I would like to believe it's his sock because he's that much of a loser. He's probably just watching me right now and like coping and fucking crying about some shit. Because last time I checked, the dude was doing like ASMR. Let me show you what that is. Like the guy whose every breath he takes sounds like a death rattle is doing ASMR. Review Tech USA ASMR. It's so fucking trash. Yeah, look at this shit. Okay, so this is from 8 months ago. Let's do something recent. So I guess this is his current channel, Rich Tomorrow. Which, sure, yeah, man. Yeah, you're gonna be rich tomorrow. Just repeat that to yourself every day. Eventually, you will be. So let's start at a random point here.
Try to do this as quietly as possible.
What a fucking loser.
In post.
Fuck you, Rich. You're a bum.
Abrupt noises in my...
You blinded your daughter.
Edit them out.
Why did you blind your daughter?
People don't. That is so cool. Do you see that? Make sure.
This is so worthless. It's so worthless.
So.
Okay, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with this.
When you're struggling financially, is what you do is you seek employment. You go out and you do some work. And
what about you, Phil? When Phil was struggling financially, what did he do?
In exchange for the work, you receive financial compensation. Then you can...
What did Phil do when he was struggling financially? This is an open question.
Spend said compensation on whatever you want. Like a sub.
So many people right now want me to throw in the towel. They're like, Phil, contract negotiation with Machinima, you're making less money. Problems with the channel, false copyright strikes, all the negativity on your videos. Give up. Go get a job. Go get a 9-to-5 job that barely pays your bills and give up on YouTube.
They're hate watching.
I mean, of course he can't get a job. We've already established there is no job that is going to pay for him to sustain this lifestyle. It just doesn't exist. No one's going to hire him in any position whatsoever.
In a lot of cases,
legit, they wouldn't probably even hire him to flip burgers at McDonald's because they could hire some 16-year-old who is a lot more agile and has energy and is actually going to show up on fucking time.
Right, again.
This guy is late for showing up to his bedroom, his office, quote unquote. Yes, he can't even show up to his room on time. The room in his own house.
We're not dumb. We know that a lot of the people who sit there in the kick chat are the holdovers from the Kino Casino baloney arc, right? We know this. Some of them are not. Some of them are legit fans and fun people, and some are just toxic dicks. And they sit there and they think that they're actually, you know, doing something. I don't know what they think they're doing. You know, I don't get it. The best part about it is these people still don't understand it. Like this
person. Oh, yeah, he's going to say, well, I get paid off of you. Which he is just saying as a cope to try and get him to stop doing that. But it's not going to work because he gets paid like a fraction of a penny.
Begging for money while telling people to get a job is true art. What I do is called entertainment genius.
Sure.
I entertain an audience for free, but then I ask for compensation and I receive said compensation.
But then it's not for free. It's not free. I entertain and then I do this for free and then ask for compensation. Then it's not for free.
Compensation. It's work. And in fact, there is an art to it. There is. That's why not everyone can do it. Get it? That's why so many people try to do it and fail.
What, begging?
Because they don't have it.
They don't beg. They're not, which I guess he has a point, but not in the way that he wants to have. What he has is incredible degrees of selfishness, narcissism, and arrogance and smugness. And not everybody has that. Because some people would rather let their YouTube channel die and get a job instead of degrading himself and humiliating themselves, being a whipping boy for some other streamer to make them show them your socks or your underwear, to be dancing or walking the fucking runway for some fat, morbidly obese guy. yeah, they would just rather get a job, because this shit at the end of the day, as long as he's in denial about it, I know he's in denial about it, but it's not worth it. This level of mentally tormenting yourself and being shit on every single day of your life and having people rebroadcast you and getting 10 times more viewers than you while shitting on you and telling you that you're a piece of shit, this is not worth it. It's just not worth it. But when you got nothing else to do, you're just gonna you're stuck doing this, and you need to justify to yourself why this is actually a good thing. Otherwise, he would just have a mental breakdown.
Don't have the charisma, they don't have the focus, they don't have the drive, they don't have the skill, they can't enunciate, they can't talk, they can't interact, they can't do it.
DSP, master of enunciation, by the way.
If anyone could do it, why wouldn't everyone be doing it?
You're a grown-ass man asking your audience in wheelchairs.
Oh my god.
Basically, by the way, in my idea of why I don't want to be a full-time streamer, quote unquote, even if I was making enough money to be able to do that, is because it doesn't really make you better at stuff. Like it can, but most streamers develop very slowly, and they don't get better at doing stuff a lot. And for me, it's important when I do a job that I feel fulfillment from it, I get money from it, but I also get better at doing stuff that are important to me and are good skill sets to have. And DSP doesn't understand that, and he's not trying to understand that, because his idea of a job is I walk in, I press the job button, and I get paid. It doesn't matter if I'm actually going to develop in some way. It doesn't matter if I get any fulfillment from it. I get paid for pushing the job button.
All right, here we go.
Fucking job.
Here we go.
You've been begging. You always got.
Yeah, this shit is not worth it, dude. This shit is not worth it. This is just fucking like being mentally touched every day and not being able to handle it. Being inflicted narcissistic injury every day of your life is wild. Is wild. You would willingly sign up for this and be like, "Yep, I love it. It's a matter of fact, it's amazing."
Blah, blah, blah.
But it's all a cope. It's all yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Okay. What an idiot. He still thinks that you can hear him too.
Oh, this is a good comment by Yuamoto. Big ups for the $1.
Others don't have it, a complete lack of shame.
Yep, that's exactly it. Other people have some shame, and he just doesn't. Because with him, as long as he is able to justify something, do the necessary mental gymnastics, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. You can just justify it.
Exactly. It's work. You need talent.
No.
Skill.
No. Technically you do. Yes, technically you do. You need to be able to have the personality to hold a person's attention so they can watch you and possibly send you money. Of course. But Phil doesn't. That's why he needs to rely on begging. That is literally it. Because if he had all those things that he claims to do, he wouldn't be needing to beg. He would just make a bunch of money, play his video games or whatever he does comfortably and not care. Then there you go. Yep. That's about it.
Those things to be successful just like any other job. And the truth...
How I listened to the Omega Cringe ASMR from James the Lesser, where he fantasizes about sexually choking Catwoman as Batman. I can't say I have. I can't say I have. But I'm gonna put it on while I'm trying to sleep tonight. I bet it's gonna help.
Is I don't have to answer to anyone. I don't have a boss that yells at me and me.
You do actually, though. But you do, though. It's your chat is your boss because they're telling you what to play, right? They're telling you what you should accomplish in order to get paid, or at least you try and make it be like a transaction like that. You guys tell me what I'm gonna do, and then you support that thing. So yes, they are your boss, which means you are audience whipped, which is the thing that I despise the most in a content creator, YouTuber, influencer, whatever, is when they are completely puppeteered by their audience, and their audience calls the shots, their audience tells them what content they should make, and they just turn into a slave. They just turn into a marionette, and that's just fucking pathetic and lame.
Doing things wrong. I'm my own boss, so I'm a step above people who have to work the 9 to 5.
Whoa. I think this fucking segment should go viral. I think this thing here where he says he's above 9 to 5 people should go viral. This absolutely insanely fucking disgusting.
Boss. So I'm a step above.
Because those people actually fulfill some kind of purpose for society. And he does something that is completely self-serving. Because I don't count video game Let's Plays to be something that helps society. I don't think YouTube content is something that is constructive to the overall world.
People who have to work the 9 to 5.
Holier than thou. I'm better than those content creators.
Like, damn, bro, you don't even need me at this point. He's making himself look bad just by being himself.
Because I have a job where I work 9 to 5.
Speaking of which, I'm in my 9 to 5 right now. I got like 3 hours left. I already did everything.
And
I helped society. I did my fair share to society. And right now I'm doing my fair share to myself.
I bust my ass at my job and I earn a paycheck, man. And then I come home. See, I'm not on the internet begging for money.
Yeah, you're begging for money, though.
Better than them, man. No, you're not any better. Everyone's...
Yes, they are better. They are objectively better than you. They are objectively better than you in your pajama pants, talking about how much more amazing you are than everybody else. They are objectively better.
Break it to you.
On a moral level, it is more moral to work a 9 to 5 job that contributes to society and builds up your skill set than it is to be a man baby complaining about video games and trolls and begging for money and looking for mobile game level tactics to milk money out of vulnerable people. Yes, it is. On a moral level, on a technical level, on a logical level, on every fucking level.
On this planet,
they are objectively better than Phil.
Is more or less important than the other humans.
Literally, people flipping burgers, cleaning toilets, construction workers, contractors, delivery people, all of those people fulfill a purpose and help and actually do something more constructive and productive than Dark Side fucking Phil. All of them.
I don't care how rich you are, how prominent you are, how famous or not famous you are. Everyone's the same. Everyone has a right to success and everyone has a right to do what they want to do.
And by the way, I am not crapping on people who have to work the 9 to 5. I was there for a very long time.
Yeah, he did though. He did crap on them. He literally said he is like above them. He is above those people. He's condescending to them. And also his treatment of delivery people like DoorDash people is condescending. He definitely is. Like, yeah, it's not hard to tell. He decided to do this segment as damage control, but if you start doing damage control and backpedaling immediately after saying something toxic and inflammatory, it just looks like you're doing damage control and you don't really mean to say that. Because you said the thing that you actually meant to say, and then you're saying the things that people actually had to hear. So yeah.
Since I was 15 years old. I wasn't even legally able to be employed, and I had a job where I was getting paid under the table to make my own money so that I could pay for things myself. And I had a job since I was 15.
Okay.
All the way until I was laid off from my job at the helicopter company in 2010. And then I started work for myself. I started my own company. And now here I am.
I thought this wasn't a business. I thought it wasn't a business.
15 years later, successful. This is not begging. This is called self-employment, you incredible moron.
We're still coping. Because this is like, okay, this happened 2 days ago on the 14th. Today is 16th. This happened 2 days ago. And for months, he's just straight up embraced begging and admitted that he is a beggar. And now we're back to not being a beggar again? Also, yes, that's a good point. He is bankrupt. So, yeah, this is called bankruptcy, I guess. Yeah.
That's not begging.
It's business.
I have my own company that's legally registered.
Sure, man. Sure, man. Cope all you want. You're a filthy beggar at the end of the day. You're technically a streamer, but the reality of the essence of what you do, you're a beggar and you exploit people. You exploit people's good faith. You exploit people's sympathy. You exploit people's compassion for the weak people. And then what you do once you get their money, you fucking grandstand on them. You're a fucking piece of shit, Phil.
Is I do everything like anyone who has their own company. Just because it's a business model you don't like because you're jealous.
A business model. And you're jealous. I love this guy calling people jealous. Why would I be jealous of a guy that gets harassed every day? Why would I be jealous of a guy who gets fucking gay ops and having people send pictures of his porch? Why would I be jealous of a guy who can't even show his wife on stream because people are going to harass her and call her fat? Why would I have to be jealous of a guy who makes up his whole living by taking advantage of actually disabled people that he acknowledges are disabled? He knows are disabled. He just doesn't care. What is the jealousy? Because when I think about it, I'm actually more jealous of Maximilian Dude, because Maximilian Dude does everything that DSP does, but only the good things, and he does them 10 million times better, and he gets 10 million times better results. So I'm actually jealous of Maximilian Dude and not of Darkside Phil.
It just means you're a broke bum who's jealous that I'm successful and you're not. Look in the mirror. See that? That's the most jealous person on the planet.
Really?
In my chat.
This is a cope. This is a pure raw cope.
Typing like that. Now go get a fucking job and leave me alone.
Did I participate in Small Business Saturday? I am Small Business Saturday.
Of course he is.
I am a small business. So I am the small business on Small Business Saturday. I'm working. So no, I didn't spend any money on small businesses. I am the small business. You guys who contributed today, you contributed to Small Business Saturday.
Holy shit. Yes, because keep in mind, anyone who has a sponsorship and has a referral link, anyone who pushes a product, anyone who has any way that you can contribute, a Patreon, a GoFundMe, oh, look, a PayPal for tips. Anyone who does that, they don't have a job.
No. Like, what kind of a point is that? Because there's different degrees of doing all that stuff. There's a different degree of quote-unquote shilling a product. There's a different degree of advertising. And he takes that and turns it up to 11, to the highest degree, to the most worthless and shameless and toxic piece of shit degree.
Right? They don't have a job. No, they're not employed. Well, I hate to tell you this, the feds think I'm employed. The feds say that I have a legally registered business that I pay tax.
Well, what do the feds think about the bankruptcy fraud? Should we ask them?
So if the feds say I am, that's good enough for me. All right? That's all I know.
I was more focused at that time at just getting through normal streams than worrying about sub goals and the like. The other thing is, this is being quite honest, financially with everything going on with me, this month I really, really need the support with tips. If I don't raise enough money by the end of this month to have my taxes filed, I am in serious trouble with the feds.
Serious trouble with the feds.
Being honest here. So I would rather say, okay, forego the sub goal this month. It is what it is. If we don't get a ton of subs this month, what can I say?
Yeah, what a great job. But I think the takeaway is that you shouldn't get into the technicalities of debating this shit because he has made up his mind. His mind will never and can never be changed. You can't convince him that he's a beggar. You can't convince him blah, 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 blah. And everything that he says is to justify things, to cope with the feelings that he has, to cope with the fact that people shit on him all the time, that whenever he is mentioned, and nowadays he's mentioned more than ever. We got insane amounts of Fill in the Wild segments. Every time he's mentioned, it's somebody fucking shitting on him. It's somebody being like, oh, this wanker, this fucking loser. Oh, it's this guy that begs all the time. And it just hurts him. It's a narcissistic injury. I read a little bit about it yesterday. It's exactly the same shit that it's happening to him because he's a fucking narcissist. And then that's it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's legit. So let's check out his pre-stream from yesterday because I don't know if there are some clips of it yet. Let's actually check it out on the official Dark Side Phil channel where you can watch the full stream. Raw Phil, the official licensed, trademarked, all rights reserved channel where you can watch Dark Side Phil for free and completely raw with both chats on the screen, which is incredible and a million times better than Dark Side Phil stream because that's not illegal and it is not licensed and it's also gay. Anyways. So let's dive right in. What do we got here for the podcast first? Let's skip the first couple of words. And jump right into, what is this, a lip lick? I don't think so.
And moderate temperatures, okay? That means no heat.
Oh, Weatherman segment, okay.
No extreme cold, no ice and snow.
Extreme cold.
Hurricanes, no thunderstorms, nothing like that, right? But we do have times where it's really hot in the summer. Like we had one back in May, we had one back in now in June, and now in July. We're having another week where it's really hot here. I've got all of my air conditioners pumping. I've got a tons of fans in my house now, blowing this cooled air through the house to keep it cold. If I don't, it's going to get really hot and stuff.
Okay, yeah, this is getting skipped. Immediately getting skipped.
Like guns, the zapper attachment. First contribution of the day. A $2 tip has arrived. No, everyone, please, we can stop with the nonsense, all right?
What's the nonsense? What are they saying?
No drama.
What is the drama?
And once again, and this happens every once in a while.
Oh, it's Billy Mitchell, probably.
Once in a while, someone says, oh, Dark Side Phil, I'm going to...
Yeah, it's Billy Mitchell.
...to invoke the name of Dark...
It's literally what I showed here a couple of minutes ago. Look at this. You're a fat, poorly groomed, unintelligent, and dirt-poor lolcow. At the very least, join Lolcow Live. You will quickly gain a following and get rich. Everyone agrees. And before that, he said DSP will be sued, in case you missed this.
Side Phil, in a dramatic way. I'm going to try to get his attention so he'll name drop me and talk about me in his content so that I can get attention.
I don't really think Billy Mitchell wants that. I think he just has fun, like, shitting on people. I don't think he wants Dark Side Phil's attention. Oh my god, this guy that gets like 200 viewers is gonna acknowledge me.
Game anymore. So I don't give a crap who's name dropping me, who's trying to create drop. I ignore it.
He ignores it, by the way. Even though he is addressing it right now. This is him ignoring it.
Yesterday, people on a stream were telling me about it. Now someone just tipped me too, but I don't care. I don't give a shit.
He doesn't care. He's caring right now, but doesn't. Like, he's caring in a way to tell you that he doesn't.
I'm so far above this nonsense.
He's so far above it that he's talking about it right now.
I don't care.
He's just not talking about who he's actually talking about.
Invoke my name as much as you want. You'll be talking to yourself. You're in an echo chamber yelling at the wall to yourself. No one gives a shit about you. That's for sure. So thanks for $2. Okay. Dan Zach with our first super chat. $5.
Oh yeah, and again, it's so often the discussion of his chat and like his community just ends up being about Phil getting money and the goals being hit and money being raised.
He says, with seconds left and goals still unmet, Lance Catamaran emerged from a cloud of gifted subs, whispered now, and the tip bar bowed in reverence. That's
whoa.
What I said yesterday. It was as if
I just don't get the the worshiping of somebody because he's a pay pig. Because that's lame. This lame. What the fuck?
It was like the day was lost. And it was the absolute 11th hour, and the Justice League had been crushed, and the people were about...
Yeah, we got it. He was stalling for money, and in the end, the PayPay gave it to him last minute.
Last minute to contribute? Probably because, number one, they want to see if others will contribute, so if they're going to hit that goal, they don't have to do as much.
Yeah, look at this. He's just straight up revealing how the scam works.
But also, they like feeling like they're the hero. They come in at the last minute to save the day and hit the goal. Or else, why not just do it earlier, right?
Yeah, the pay pigs don't want to pay pig that hard. They want to pay pig a little bit.
They get that adrenaline rush. They get that boost of endorphins, right? When they're like, oh.
What? When they pay pig?
Dopamine. Oh, yes, I did it.
That's insane. He actually said it? You got an endorphin rush when you are a pay pig. When you actually wail out on Phil. Is that what he does when he's pulling Hogan's? Does he get the endorphin rush? Imagine getting an endorphin rush out of looking at pixelated fucking sweaty men. It's so weird. Why would you say that? It makes those people look like a bunch of losers. They get excited for giving you money. Actual excitement.
They get that adrenaline rush. They get that boost of endorphins, right? When they're like, oh, dopamine. Oh, yes.
No, don't say that. And then we go back to completely deadpan expression. Whoa, I'm so jealous of this right now. He's so epic. He just admitted that people get a rush out of giving him money. Look, I know they are losers. I'm addressing chat right now. I know they are losers, but if those losers are giving you money, you don't want to just like straight up call them losers or imply that they are, even if they are, because they are. Of course they are. Like, you don't want to make them look bad. Just be like, well, look at this guy. He gets fucking excited when he gives me money. He gets actual a rush of excitement.
Lower my fan. Let's see.
He's a bum. He's crying.
Because I need the air conditioner on, but I got to figure out the right level today. Am I going to watch Superman? Yes, when it goes on demand eventually, probably on HBO Max. What is it, Jasper?
All right, say something. Mr. Talented.
What do you want?
Mr. Talented, gifted, charismatic.
All right, so we're going to hang out.
Persistent. Yeah. What a great business.
We're going to begin with GTA 4 with mods. If you're wondering, why are you not doing a podcast today? Why are you doing 4 hours of GTA 4? Well, there's two reasons. Reason number one.
Just you want to get rid of the game.
You know, we've played it twice. We played it right before this unplanned time off that I had, and it did really well, and then I didn't play it for over a week. So, you know, it sucks when you're doing something people are excited for. It's like, yes, GTA 4, let's get a lot of it, and then I didn't do it for a week, you know? And I played it the other day, and people seem to like it. We're having a good time. I think the mods look great, right? The game is performing well and looking really good. So I'm excited for more. And I want to get a good tear into it now. You know, now we're about 5-6 hours into it. Yeah, because we did 2 streams. I want to get a good 4 hours in. We'll be like 7-8 hours in.
Yeah, he wants to get rid of it, which is, I mean, fine. Why the fuck is he playing Grand Theft Auto 4 in 2025? I mean, I love the game. I think it's great. But it just doesn't make sense for like a YouTuber, professional streamer to be playing it. But maybe it's just such a professional reason that I don't get it, because I'm not professional enough. I need to start a business and then go bankrupt to understand. Then I don't understand the vision.
I'll probably order the food and have it show up a little bit on the earlier side, since we're...
Oh yeah, he's gonna eat food this time?
To get some subs on Kick.
And we're begging because he's gonna get paid today.
Why? Well, I told you, last week I wasn't here. It was nothing I could do about it. It's no one's fault. It was just life, okay? I get paid by Kick weekly, and I'm going to get paid by Kick in a couple of days. But it only counts up...
Dude, I actually forgot I was doing, like, multi-streaming on Twitch. I should do that again. Why? I don't even remember why I stopped doing that. I think I forgot I used to do that, actually.
The first half of Tuesday. It's really...
Yeah, now I remembered, like, wait, I used to use Restream.io to do that.
The way it works. Why there's a cutoff in the middle of Tuesday, I don't know, but that's how it works. So basically, anything I make on Kick during this stream, I'll get paid for in a couple of days. It would help me a lot. All right? So, today...
What do you mean it would help you a lot? I thought you're not destitute or broke. You're kind of implying that you're broke or destitute if it's going to help you a lot getting paid in a couple of days.
Let's get some subs rolling in on Kick to hit that goal so that we can do DSP Tries It today. On the flip side of that, over on YouTube, you guys are now... only the second day having this top fans leaderboard. So if you want to get some recognition, do some super chats.
Yeah, get some recognition?
By the way, I'm noticing now there was a super sticker that was done earlier, and I didn't count it. It's from Stevester, and it was $5.
Oh, yeah, it's Gamer Stevie. Was it that guy? I don't know. There's been, like, since I haven't been streaming that often, there's been, like, an influx of industrial amounts of dents that have their own, like, they are like an orbiter now. They have their own streams and their own people watching and making fun of them. Yeah, it's crazy.
I really hope Stevester's doing better. Yesterday, Stevester was kind of freaking out because he said trolls were harassing him. And again, I wholeheartedly apologize to everyone, anyone who comes on my content here.
I would prefer to not come on your content, Phil.
And hangs out with me and interacts in a positive way and supports the streams. I appreciate it. But sadly, there are people out there who are crazy nut jobs who stalk and harass people who do that. Okay, so you got to be careful about what you have on the internet. You got to make sure that if you're going to be, you know...
Imagine having to be in fucking witness protection over Dark Side Phil.
A streamer.
Over like a guy that is so insignificant and so worthless. Come on.
Use an account that doesn't have your personal information, doesn't link to important accounts you're using. You want to have it as kind of like a burner.
Yeah, I've heard as much. I've heard that Stevester is not well in the head and he's having some breakdowns and shit.
Online.
At least, sure. I mean, yeah, I get it. He's not selling his fucking butthole pictures or his feet pics. I sure. But like, he's also not a rapist and a pedophile. Should I respect him for that? Oh my God, Phil hasn't committed genocide. I respect him so much. It's a very low bar.
So no one can mess with you, you know? So hopefully Stevester's doing better, because yesterday he was in a bad way. And, you know, it looks like he came back and he super chatted earlier.
Well, I do think another thing. He always thinks the people that like him, whenever they tell him something, that's the truth, and he just goes off and runs off with it thinking it's the truth. But if it's something he doesn't like, he instantly just like makes it up to be false. He just knows it's false. Yeah, I'm thinking that you're not who you pretend to be. I think you're somebody else. I don't believe you. But if it's somebody that he likes, like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, man, that this thing happened to you. I'm 100% sure it's real.
Okay. All right, we got some time. What do you guys want to chat about? Tag me in the chat. You want to do a little bit of Q&A? And please, let's get some support rolling in. Let's get this goal on the move so we can do DSP Tries It today. The perfect time to do it.
All right, some dead air real quick. Let me get some dead air for all my buddies in chat. There's dead air for everyone. You gonna say something? You gonna say something?
At least 1 to 2 of the sandwiches from Super Chicks. I'm gonna get those fried pickles. That sounds interesting. And I'm probably gonna get some kind of a custard dessert. I don't know if it's gonna be the blended custard with toppings. I don't know if I'll get a shake. You know, something like that.
All right, incredible content. This is what talented people do. Talentless people make restreams, and talented people sit here and be quiet until somebody asks them about what they're gonna eat.
Too freaking bored. I want to cover games in general. I want to be able to give you a wide scope of what's out there. Give you,
what does that even mean?
You know, me and all the exposure I've had to games in the 17 years I've done this. I can't do that if I only play one game.
So you're gonna play a game from 2009? We're really gonna do that? Yeah, we're gonna play GTA 4 to expose you to a bunch of games that you didn't know about, including this game that is critically acclaimed and everybody knows about.
Good morning, your future stepdad. How are you over on Kick? Yes, I will play Dark Souls 3 again with mods at some point.
Of course. I
want to play both.
What mods are there for Dark Souls 3 mods?
Completely different games, right?
What mods do we have here? Nexus. No floating fog. Okay. Camera auto rotation off. We got CJ Carl Johnson mod, Lara Croft mod. No, this is just not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not much that is interesting here.
$10 super chat and says, will goals always be DSP Tries It? Wouldn't it be nice to mix it up a bit like certain game nights?
Yeah, for fuck's sake, make a different goal about something that he actually wants to see.
Among Us, Repo, Party Animals with fans. Can never do that, sadly, Axel. Every time I try to set something up like that, my detractors and trolls ruin it. They actually wait in the wings for me to do something like that so that they can spoil it.
Yeah, obviously, it's fucking based trolling Phil when he does multiplayer stuff. That's hilarious. That's like actually the draw. This is the attraction.
I actually used to have events planned around fan interaction and fan lobbies and things like that. And
I can't even say he's paranoid. He is very skeptical for good reason, because they will do that. Because of course they will. It's hilarious. Playing Among Us. Imagine playing Among Us with Darkside Phil, with Mr. Paranoia.
Want to ruin it for everyone. What happens is they'll take up spots, they'll not play, they can't afford it, and it doesn't work. So
yeah, it's hilarious
because it doesn't work, and it just becomes disappointing to those who really want to have those kind of fan lobbies. It sucks, but what can I do? That's why you never see me doing that kind of stuff. Okay, now specific game nights, we've done that. For example, we've had, hey, I'll play this game an extra night if we hit the goal tonight. I've done stuff like that. Like I'll do an extra Minecraft stream. I'll do an extra.
Whoa, he's gonna do an extra Minecraft stream
if we hit the goal. Actually, we're doing that tomorrow.
Sure, man.
Extra truck sim stream because we hit the goal the other night.
Yeah, that sounds great.
We've also done things based on, for example, if we hit the goal, I'll do a special project. Like one time I said, if we hit this goal, we'll do Lego now.
A special project. Look at how businessy this sounds. He's a project manager, you guys. He's managing the project. And the project is like putting together a Lego set for children. But it's a project, though. If you call it one.
Set here, and we did, and it ended up being pretty successful for like 2 months. I was doing Legos every week, and it worked really well. So we've done stuff like that before, but consistency, the thing that has worked the most is DSP tries it.
No way.
Things, and sometimes it works, and sometimes
yeah, it's just like the average DSP gimmick. We're gonna milk it until it is over, and then we're gonna move on to something else, and we're gonna bring it back because we're lacking creativity and ideas. We're gonna bring it back like 2 years from now, and then we're gonna milk it until it's no longer viable. And while we're seeing the diminishing returns, we're gonna say, oh, you guys have always liked this. What happened? Like, what did I do? I didn't change it at all. Until you just can't hit the goals anymore and you just drop it. It's like the eternal DSP grift. He does that with every single gimmick he's ever done.
it does.
It used to be long form reacts, then it became short form reacts, then it became some other third shit and fourth shit, and then it's a cycle. Someday he's going to be reacting again. Maybe even by the end of this year, he's going to be back to reacting and watching Rob Gavigan videos.
DSP tries, it works every time. So as much as people like to criticize and be like, oh,
yeah, let's just play it safe.
It works every freaking time. So why reinvent the wheel? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, it is boring and it is the same, but it makes some money, which is the priority. It's what actually matters. It's not entertainment and variety.
Heart Entertainment did another $5 super chat.
Oh, yeah, you are right, Eric. I think he still has, and again, I'm bringing up that term because it is very applicable, narcissistic injury, because people rejected his cologne idea. And his cologne idea was one of the few things that he has ever in his life came up with by himself. And his fans and also trolls rejected that idea and laughed at it and called him stupid for proposing it. And he was very hurt. And he still is very hurt.
Yeah. If you had to do YouTube all over again, what would you do differently? I wouldn't. Number one, I would not give away as much personal information as I did early on.
Yeah, but that personal information made you get a bunch of money and survive.
I gave away too much, and it was used to hurt me and my friends.
Like what? I mean, people, if he's talking about being doxxed, they would have done it anyways. Like, there's no way Darkside Phil's identity would be anonymous or private always, because it's fucking Darkside Phil.
In fact, I would even go as far to say that I feel certain relationships and things that I had with people were soured because of the interaction of trolls trying to interject themselves in there to ruin things.
No, I disagree. I think DSP destroyed all his relationships himself without anybody else's fucking help. If anything, I think what he means when he says the trolls were interjecting themselves, I think the trolls were helping people realize that DSP is trash. I think that's what they actually did. When they were starting to bring up evidence and be like, hey, Phil, well, you remember when you did this and this and this? And then it makes people be like, oh, well, I've been associating with Phil. Like Brian, that guy, top tier rated. I was going to say low tier rated. That's another guy. Top tier rated. Right? In the beginning, he was just casually playing with DSP, and then a bunch of people were like, but hey, did you know about this and this and this and this and this? And then Brian was like, oh, so Phil might actually not be a great guy. And now Brian is memory hold and banned from life. So yeah, completely DSP's fault.
I certainly would be a lot more lighthearted and not as angry about things earlier on. For example, this is how you don't play and those movements, because I think that that's what a lot of the reason why people turned against me.
But you're doing the same thing with restreams right now, Phil. A couple of days ago, you were threatening to sue people over fucking restreams. Literally, you did that. Like, you did that. The same way you reacted to This Is How You Don't Play. This is my fucking content. You're stealing my content, making me look bad.
Over a decade ago was because of my reaction to
You're repeating the same mistake. And what happened back then? People did more This Is How You Don't Plays, and This Is How You Don't Plays became more popular. And the audience for This Is How You Don't Play expanded, and it became more robust and more meaningful.
Things I should have laughed with it and maybe even made some of my own, and it would have gone differently.
No. No, it is physically impossible for DSP to make content that makes him look bad because he's a narcissist. He's a narcissist to the point where it's crippled most of his life. His ability to form connections and relationships, like actual genuine relationships with people. So yes, there is no way he could have ever done a This Is How You Don't Play that would be as appealing or more appealing than one that somebody else would do.
And I certainly would have adopted interactive live stream.
And also, if he tried to do that, you know how that would look like? A bunch of fake failing in a video game where he would fail on purpose and then would be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm so stupid. And this would be like the whole video.
Streaming earlier. What I mean by that is I didn't become an interactive live streamer until 2017. I feel like I didn't really perfect it until a few years ago. So if I had taken this on much earlier in my career instead of just doing the on-demand style video, I even streamed for 3-4 years and never talked to the audience. I think things would have been a lot bit different too. I would have grown bigger. I would have had a bigger audience who likes to hang out with me every day. The fact is I didn't become that until already I had this installed hater base. So there's a few things I could have changed, but like they say, hindsight's 20/20. And when I was doing all this stuff, I was one of the very first people doing it. I was the trailblazer. I was one of the first people to do improv commentary on gameplay and make a living doing it. I was one of the first people to become kind of a streamer full-time doing gameplay.
No, what? One of the first people to be a full-time gameplay streamer? No, that's just straight up stolen valor. Stolen clout, straight up, 1,000,000%. And also the other stuff, trailblazer, it's like being the first guy to ever drink water. Like somebody else would have fucking done it 10 seconds later, or they already did 10 seconds before. Literally, he was just ripping off somebody else's fucking gimmick. He was ripping off AVGN or the Nostalgia Critic or somebody else and just spamming the shit out of fucking YouTube uploads. There's nothing that I can respect in there. I guess the only thing I can respect is the persistence and the consistency with which he was uploading stuff. He was working around the clock to be spamming a bunch of trash videos. Everything else is garbage and deserves no respect or recognition.
Part of that first generation where there was no one to learn from. So there was no example.
Oh, this is also a really bad excuse. There was no one to learn from, so I couldn't just rip them off and learn what not to do on the internet. Because a bunch of the stuff that DSP did that made people hate him is common sense. Like reacting really poorly to criticism, spurging out at people that criticize you that don't like you, giving them more ammo to troll you, acting like an internet tough guy. All that stuff is common sense. You don't need an example to base your behavior off of to know not to do that. You just kind of have to know not to do that.
Examples to say, hey, this person did it and made this mistake, so I won't do that. I'll do something.
No.
Gotta just do it by this.
No, use your own intelligence. I thought you're just like one of the smartest guys ever. Just use your own brain to figure it out. It's not that deep. It really isn't.
To your pants, and you know I am where I am, and I'm happy to be where I am.
He is really happy, of course, even though it's kind of sour grapes because he can't be anywhere else. Like you guys probably understand that he can't be anywhere else. He can't decide to do anything else that will sustain his life. He is stuck doing this permanently. Unless money falls from the sky or CEO of Microsoft, aka me, offers him a job that is going to pay him equal or more than what he is currently being paid. And that's pretty much it. So how can he say that he's miserable where he is? You have to cope. You have to cope. When you have no other options, you have to cope. And he is.
Okay. Let's see here.
Are we still seeing here?
Someone did a $2 tip. Says, why the 100 character limit? I don't know. I wasn't aware that there's a 100 character limit for tips now. I did not even know that. So I guess this is something that PayPal has done. I didn't institute that.
Yeah, CEO of Microsoft is not Sundar Pichai. It's Satya Nadella.
The haiku person is Danny. They were here
I got him in my DMs. We're good friends.
just the other day. 672 was here the other day too. They just don't stop by as much.
He gifts memberships to the stream sometimes.
And then I got a $4 tip. This is the biggest tip of the day so far. From Shinkin25. Asking about detractor licenses. Detractor licenses are between me and detractors, so it's none of your business.
No, how are you going to make it legally binding? Or I guess you will just come forward and say, I, Phil Burnell, allow you, Snort Hogan, to broadcast my videos with the point of criticism and entertainment.
That's it.
No, this is fucking corny as fuck. It's never gonna happen, Phil. Out of spite, people are gonna set up accounts on every single website that exists. They're gonna open their own private websites. I'm gonna make thatbeingsaid.com, and we're gonna stream exclusively there, and we're gonna make 1,000,000% of the money that people give us instead of the normal YouTube. What was it, like 70 or 60 or something? Whatever. You get my point. And he will make this such a big deal, and it's going to be such huge drama for him, and other people going to start getting involved, and etc., etc., etc. This is the worst idea he's ever had. That's why I think I always respected him for letting people just make fun of him and troll him and shit on him without DMCAing him, because he knows it's bad for him. He knows it's bad for him. It's going to result in people fucking with him more than ever, and not just to make content, but to hurt him and to fuck with him. And as, I guess, retaliation.
That's $6 more of support. We're up to 48. A few more minutes before we start with GTA 4, but not too many, guys. Any last minute questions, concerns, contributions, anything for me to shout out or respond to before we begin? Now would be the time to do so, because we're going to get heavy into gameplay now. And we're about a third of the way to the goal, so thanks for that. I want to definitely, let's hit that goal so that we can do DSP tries at Super Chicks today.
All right, any questions? No? I don't think so, but we're still going to be here regardless. And he got gifted subs, which made it all worth it. It made all this suffering worth it because somebody gifted him subs.
Future Stepdad just gifted 5 subs. Thank you to your future stepdad for a 5-sub bomb on Kick. I appreciate that. Like I said, today.
Oh, and somebody tries to bait him in the Kick chat. At DSP Gaming Real, thoughts on detractors falsely claiming to have licenses?
You're on Kick.
Yeah, it's going to be a meme like everything else. The way to change his behavior is to mock him relentlessly and to turn it into a meme. That's why he's no longer wearing the old goofy outfits that he used to wear. If you remember, there were a bunch of outfits that made his titties look really big, and he stopped wearing them altogether. That's why he no longer says the buzzwords like robust. I don't think he even says meaningful anymore. A bunch of that stuff that he used to do, he just got bullied away from doing. Keemstar bullied him into changing his whole background and his whole branding for the podcast. Low Tier God bullied him into starting to put effort into his outfits. He got bullied into everything that he is doing now.
This stream, if you could contribute, please.
Oh yeah, the thus. And I think he stopped saying that being said as well.
Do.
Which wasn't even bullying. It's just the point was to give him like a bad association with the word.
Because this is the cutoff for me to get paid this week by Kick. And man, the more I make on Kick right now, the better, because I lost out on a whole week last week.
I thought you're not destitute or poor, Phil.
So anything that I could get right now is greatly appreciated.
There is no way he took the week off without getting an influx of money from somewhere. That's what makes me think that his parents gave him money, or he has a line of credit. Because there is no way this guy, dude, when he was sick, like I said earlier, something that I forgot to say was that he was making videos to update people, and he was straight up talking about money and being like, oh, you guys, if you cancel your membership because I'm not here, I would understand, blah, 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 blah. This guy cannot go a week without streaming and come back and not be crashing out over money. So somebody gave him money somehow.
Appreciate it and would help.
It is possible, yeah, that it is possible that he was getting tipped behind the scenes. But I don't think it would be enough to compensate for him being gone for 5 days, 2 streams a day, in which he would make, like, let's say $200. So that's like $1,000. And $1,000 for this guy is a lot, because he spends a bunch of money. Like, he's making a good amount, but he spends that amount plus 1. So, yeah, you're technically not really making much. Because for me, when I think about it, I make as much as I can actually save after costs. This is the net income. That's what I care about. I don't care about the the actual amount that comes in before the costs and the expenses.
Tremendously, okay? That gets us to 73.
And yeah, after expenses, I think he is close to minus, to be honest.
To support, we are nearly halfway there. We're $2 away from being halfway to our goal. Okay. Anything else? Would I consider playing more Balatro? Yes, I would. I love Balatro, and Balatro is the kind of game you could jump in and out of whenever you want. You know, it's not an ongoing playthrough. It's something that you can...
Hold on, why was this...
Else? Would I consider playing more Balatro? Yes,
What?
I would. I love Balatro, and
Did
Balatro
a stream break?
jump in and out of whenever you want. You know, it's not an ongoing...
Yeah, that was weird. Anyways.
Gonna read it. Cal held at a $5 super chat and said something attempting to be insulting, except you paid me $5 and I'm not going to read it.
Yeah, actually, if there is one thing that I give him credit for and I call him based for is shitting on the troll super chats, because this guy is a fucking bum. You giving him money, but you're also like trolling him, and especially the ones with the tips. The guys with the tips are straight up 220s. Because it's like, he straight up tells you, I received a tip, thanks for the money, bitch. And then you keep giving him money. You are his bitch. You are his cuck. Eternally.
So, thanks. I don't know how you think that you came out the winner here. You really didn't. You basically walked up to me on the street, handed me a $5, and tried to say something, and I just walked away.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Actually, you did that. He's fucking right. I don't know why you would willingly become this guy's bitch.
Subs on kick from Darkside Jasper.
Like the thing is, the way that he sees things is if you give him money, he has power over you. That's why he wants the license restreams and shit. He wants to have power over you because he is completely powerless. He's a single cell organism in his real life. He is nobody. He really, like, when you think about it, outside of Darkside Phil Burnell has nothing. Like, Phil Burnell has no life. He has 1 day a week to be Phil Burnell. All other days, he is Darkside Phil for the majority of the time. And Phil Burnell has no interests. He has no desires. He has no passions. He has no dreams or ambitions. He's just a guy that has to be himself until Darkside Phil has to come and play. That's really it. And like, you giving him money, you just give him more power over you. You give power to this pathetic, worthless amoeba.
Thank you to Darkside Jasper for the support.
He's powerless.
He's powerless. He's weak. He's coping.
So now we're
big ups, formerly Chuck.
More than halfway to the goal. Thank you guys so very much. Okay, thanks for the momentum, everyone. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Take a leak. And then we're going to come back and start with GTA 4, all right? So give me a sec. I'll be right back. Anything else that comes in, I'll shout out right away, and then we'll get started. I'll be right back.
And, yep, the great shit. Great shit of beg and leave. Absolutely outstanding. And then, yeah, we're here. We're playing GTA 4, which, I mean, I love GTA 4. It's great. But do I want to watch Darkside Phil play it? No. Also, his driving in the game is still shockingly bad. Which, legitimately, I just don't understand. Because, first of all, he has played every single Grand Theft Auto game that exists. I am confident of that. And also, it's not that hard. Driving in those games, it's really, really easy. Yeah, in Grand Theft Auto 4... the handling of the cars is a little bit worse because they are very heavy. They kind of have a heavy feel to them. But driving in these games is just like driving in real life. You just go a little bit faster and you don't stop at the traffic lights. That's it. And he drives outside of this, which I think is a mission where he kind of has to drive a truck. He drives like he's driving through a field. Like he's blind. He drives like he's Mr. Magoo. And it's just insane. It's just insane. And it's immersion breaking. It gets in the way of his gameplay because it actually makes him slower when he crashes all the time. Oh yeah, pretty bad stuff right here, man. Pretty bad stuff. What is this account? What? Oh, we have okay, this looks interesting. DSP has been divorced for months. SNORTWAVE in worse shape than marriage. Let's see what this video is. Oh, this is from the account DSP Projecting.
Opportunity for me to come on a show and be honest.
So this came out a while ago. This is 6 months ago. So let's see why this person thinks so.
Again, I've already said this up front. I got to protect my family. I got that lines up.
To anybody, but just between us.
Man, I have to think about
and vouch for you. What's the benefit?
Have friends.
In private to Craig, who would then vouch for him and would personally debunk the rumors with the detractor community. Wait, that actually sounds like a great way to protect his family. Why wouldn't he do that?
Number one, he's guilty as shit, so he doesn't want to show the screen. Or number two, they kind of caught him right there, like completely red-handed, or else he would just give it right up, right?
Look at Phil using his own life experiences to provide insight during the Mr. Medica react. It works word for word with the side-scroller situation. I 100% agree that Phil should protect his family. That's not my problem with this. I want to make that clear. My problem, just like Craig's, is that he's lying. He's not.
Yeah, I agree.
WWE
and also, protecting his family is a gimmick. It's a shield. It's corny, and you know that he's just bringing him up to use as a shield. That's why the ultimate moment when he did that was when he talked about the restraining order, because this is like, whoa, dude, like, why are you bringing this up? And it's also not even about you, it's about your wife. So you're bringing it up to make your wife look bad and to bring up her dirty laundry and the shit that she had to go through, so people can make fun of her more and they can look up more of her information. Which, that moment confirmed to me that he doesn't give a fuck about the safety of his family. Doesn't care about it one bit.
He's lying about protecting his family.
And then he brought up Kat, who got fat as fuck over like the last 5 years, and he knew for a fact that people were going to call her fat, they're going to make her into memes, they will never shut up about it, and she would have to watch all of that, and he didn't care. He really didn't care. And he used her as a device to get some sympathy money, to make a shitty fucking playthrough that didn't work, and in the end, she just got up and left.
His family up as nothing more than an excuse for his own shortcomings. I would say he looked you right in your face while doing it, but it's probably so easy for him because all he does is ever look at a camera. Remember the whole no friend things from earlier? I riddle you this, Phil. Why would a so-called free speech absolutist ban speech about tracking his private jet on his own platform? Regardless of how I feel about Musk, I would say he just prioritizes his moral obligation of protecting him and his family more than he prioritizes his commitment to free speech. He lets his actions speak louder than his words. And that's Phil's problem. He's just inaction propped up by lies. Fortunately for Phil, he doesn't have a private jet. He doesn't have to worry about detractors' Twitters doing this to him. Unfortunately for Phil, he is also his own biggest detractor.
Anyway, my wife just got home and I got to get Jasper Kitty out of here, guys, so I'll be right back. Oh, sounds like my wife is home, guys. Hold on 1 second.
This dude is his own Elon Musk private jet Twitter tracker. And I know what you're thinking by repeating clips on YouTube that I got directly from dspgaming real.
Ooh, let's see what clips.
Not protecting Phil's family, a classic self-felt on my end, or Phil's a liar. Honestly, I'm going to give the boy props where props are due. This is a good one. Even I almost missed it. Unlike how I did not miss his 2-minute rant about hepatitis during the Mr. Medica react. Link at the end of the video. Divorce coin is no longer speculation on the internet. The coin has been physically minted at this point, if you get what I'm saying.
Bro, sometimes I really wish he would periodically bring out Kat just so you guys can see that she's still around, she's still fat, and she's still not going anywhere. Because this divorce shit is like, it's bordering on fan fiction. Because it's like, it's telling me that it's not what you think is actually happening, it's what you would like to happen. Which I understand. I understand, but so many people are talking about it as if it is a fact, and they're talking about it with the utmost confidence that they know this is happening. They know this is going on.
She is,
which they don't, and neither do I.
His wife's work schedule 3 times in 1 week. He is dumb enough that he would forget if he's pretending she's at home or at work, though.
If you were gonna support the stream, do it right now, because my wife's home and we're gonna order food. We want to do it now, okay? Not wait till 3:30. I know some people love to wait till... The reason I thought my wife arrived home is because there's a car outside that pulled up, but I guess didn't go in the garage, but they keep opening and closing the
What a fucking tweaker.
Hearing the door opening and closing and thinking...
What a tweaker.
The door in the garage.
Oh my god, there's a car outside. I think is either my wife or somebody trying to kill me.
It's not.
No.
Very annoying.
A car?
Very annoying.
Just like on the side scrollers, when he used his family as the excuse, he does it again here. This time using them to beg. When he realizes his mistake, he covers it up with that lame story.
Oh my god, he looks so trash like this. Like, I don't know what day this was. I guess it was during the holiday season. Oh yeah, December 16, 2024. It literally says on the screen. But he looks terrible.
Supposed to believe,
like, I don't think he should be allowed to wear clothes. He should just wear a burlap sack as like an outfit and also on his head. That's what he should be wearing.
DSP's house is so shoddily built. He can hear his neighbor's doors from his office so clearly he can't differentiate them from his own doors. The king surely lives in a castle. And that he did at the end, it's a giggle knowing he just got away with a bold-faced lie.
The master bat, that's the one that's all messed up. That's the one that several years ago started leaking in the wall, and the whole thing broke. Like the handle broke, so we couldn't even barely turn off the water. And then come to find out, it looks like it's been leaking in the wall the whole time.
Oh, he's fucked.
So we just immediately...
Man, this house is fucked. This house is fucked. This house is gonna be his tomb.
Immediately stopped using
He is gonna be kicking and screaming to keep this house, which is not fucking worth it. It's not worth it. Downsize, downscale, live within your means and manage to like enjoy the money that you actually get. Like I said, he makes a lot of money for a regular person. He makes over $100,000 a year, every year for like the last 17 or at least 14, let's say. But he has so many fucking expenses. You gotta pay a fucking mortgage that is inflated because the house trash and it's too big. He's got to pay a bunch of shit. He's gonna have to pay HOA fees. This is so fucking stupid to me. The idea of paying an HOA fee, the idea of it existing is really dumb to me.
Using it, we know you don't want to keep
and spend so much money on a bunch of like bullshit that if he downscaled it, he would actually be fucking balling, and then people would be seething because DSP would actually be making a bunch of money that he gets to keep, and not a bunch of money that he gets to wave in your face and then throw out the window.
Keep using it. If it's leaking in the wall, you probably got mold and all kinds of stuff.
You see this money? You see, you're jealous of this. You're jealous of this. And then he just throws it out the window or shoves it in the toilet.
Also, we noticed it's leaking at the bottom of the shower. It also was leaking, and there's probably mold there too. So we're like, just stop using it. So we did. We completely have stopped using that bathroom. We only use it because it's a dual sink. So we use it to brush our teeth. My wife uses it to put on her makeup in the morning, stuff like that. But that's it. That's all we use it for. We use the main bathroom in the middle of the hallway to do everything else. And so that one's just kind of like a almost unused room, except for like at night when we brush our teeth and stuff there, right? So that one also has a busted toilet. That's the one that has the broken toilet. That toilet, no lie, has been broken for the longest time. Like, I think it was 2016. I got a whole new toilet for it. Like from the ground up, brand new bowl, brand new tank, everything new, okay? Within 1 year, it broke. Within 1 year, it wouldn't even flush or anything anymore. The whole thing disintegrated. The rubber disintegrated on the inside and everything. And it just didn't work. What a joke of a toilet. What a piece of crap. So all I did is I taped it up. I covered it in, you know, trash bags and stuff. Like, you cover it so that way there's no open air with the water or anything. You know, I drained it, and it just sits there dormant. I just don't use it. There's no point. You know, I'm not going to get it fixed. I don't need it. Why am I going to pay to get the whole thing redone on the inside? It's stupid. I'll wait because I have to redo the rest of that bathroom anyway because of the broken shower. So I'll probably one day I'll just rip it all out.
Whoa, okay, well, I wasn't expecting all of that. Since he said it's been leaking this whole time and they still use it to brush their teeth, so the water isn't completely cut, which makes even less sense when minutes in we find out the toilet doesn't work. It sounded like he at least emptied the tank, but the bowl is a lose-lose. Either
I just kind of don't see how this is about him being divorced. Because it's a good clip, it's a funny clip, but I just don't get it.
in there, which means there's no water to act like a trap, stopping air from the main stack from getting into the bathroom. I'm not trusting a trash bag with that. And also, I don't want to look at that either. Like, whatever, you don't have the money to do a complete renovation, that's neither here or there. But the bare minimum is getting a plumber in there to at least install some kind of master shutoff for that bathroom, make sure it's dry, and to remove the toilet and properly seal off the boy's hole. But at the end of the day, this is just more evidence she's out of that house. No significant other I've ever had would have dealt with that nonsense for that long. And also brushing their teeth in some kind of black mold and fecal matter greenhouse? Get the fuck out of here. And finally, the icing on the cake. Or should I say...
That's how it is, though. One day your wife is making you your favorite meal. The next day you're thawing a hot dog in a gas station sink.
Hot dogs for dinner. They're thawing in the sink.
Hot dogs. When she does arrive home, I'll let her know we're not doing it today. And
oh, it's sympathy baiting. Oh, cat, honey, I'm sorry, but the dance didn't give me enough money, so I guess we'll have to eat a turkey hot dog, a turkey sausage.
She wants to make, like I said, I think we have like turkey hot dogs.
The Simpsons predicted it once again. Again, though, the line.
Turkey hot dogs.
I refuse to believe that the man.
This is the guy everybody jealous of, by the way. Honey, we can't eat this because I didn't get enough money.
Stays home playing video games all day makes us.
I didn't get enough money playing video games all day, so we can't eat what you want. We're gonna have to eat turkey sausages and pale white bread.
He can go years having a non-functional. He's an abomination. This would bother normal people so much, they'd find a way to fix it.
A non-functional bathroom, by the way. I don't really care. I would prefer it to be like this because it's a bad thing happening to him that annoys him and he has to spend money on. So I would prefer that he destroys his house.
People like me now, money that went to home improvement, zero, baby. Let's effing go, Phil. Buy some more stream gadgets.
But no, because I think, well, he's got a weird thing with the whole home improvement because it started off as a small thing, right? We need a new dishwasher. But then it snowballed into a bigger and more expensive thing, which was we need to revamp the whole kitchen. So until I can afford to do that, we're not even going to get a new dishwasher. I think that was the official story. But I don't even know anymore. He might as well have done it. Might as well have done it. I don't know. I don't think so, though. Because, like, the only amount of money that would influence his life is a big amount of money. Because if you give him like $1,000, it's gone tomorrow with barely any improvement. He's gonna like pay some fucking. He's gonna pay his electricity and then spend the rest of it on garbage and DoorDash. He just needs like a huge pile of money all at once, or a guaranteed consistent stream of revenue that he can rely on. But also that you can't trust him with that because he can't save money. He doesn't understand the idea of saving money.
She worked a real job all day. Let me know what you believe in the comments.
He needs legitimately for somebody else to handle his finances. He needs to actually have this right taken away from him.
Below and check out
because he just doesn't know how.
The Iron Chef Sakai drama really.
All right, so this was a video gave me some stuff to talk about. It's very chill. So did he end up getting the 900 that he needed for? Oh no, that's an old one. That's when he came back and just straight up begged for $900, which was insane. It was insane. And as you can see here on the Tevin thumbnail, this was his comeback tweet. This was like, "I'm back, baby," and he tried to spin it as like, "Whoa, I'm back and I'm in a great mood and I'm so chill." And within 10 minutes, it was gone. We watched that clip earlier. It was brutal. Brutal. Has there been something that I missed recently since he's been gone? I think, sure, yeah. Fastest wage quit ever. He gets $7 in an hour. I think I did watch that. His air conditioner broke. There's not much to say about that. His air conditioner broke. Triple P cooks him in Mario Kart. Yeah, that was the actual Triple P, but I'm not really interested in watching the gameplay. It is kind of what you can predict it will be. Who is that? What is even going on here? I don't know why I'm even seeing this. Anyways. I think that's going to be it for today. You know what, brother? I think that's going to be it for today. And I intend on streaming the same times for about 3 hours tomorrow and on Friday, perhaps. I'm not going to promise doing that, but I will probably do that. Or at least likely do that. And I want to do some retrospective stuff. What I'm talking about is... let's try the King Duke thing.
We'd rather get a Switch 2 with gingerly for one game than spend a similar amount on a dishwasher. Sorry, honey. I got to make a living.
Yeah, it's toys first. Like, I encourage him buying as many toys as humanly possible. As many as humanly possible. I always encourage Darkside Phil spending his money because he loves it. And, of course, I encourage Phil to do the things that he loves and that he's passionate for. So what I'm talking about, I wanted to do... some things that happened in the last couple months that I didn't talk about, so I'm going to find what that was, and I will talk about that. So, yeah, eventually I will. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Another disclaimer, not a single cent of what you gave me today will go into Phil's little grubby, gout-ridden hands. This stream is licensed because I licensed it myself based on a fake imaginary license that I made up. I'm going to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Yawn Gout, keep it flat, and stay sway.